Congrats. They're definitely
Ooh.
the first time hitting the record button and we hit record and not stream. Crazy.
Yeah.
Welcome back to another rousing week of the LSF Podcast. I am our hostess with the mostest, notice the throatus, the goatus, the Z. Joined to me today on my right by Lion Eagle 22_25 and down below by Curly 801, the hoe, because it rhymes. What up, gamers? How we doing?
I'm good. I really thought you were just going to do like the intro we've done for the last few again.
Yeah,
to my right.
In the last episode, Curly said
I
stop doing
complained.
it. So
I
we're not
complained
doing
a
it
lot.
anymore.
Yeah, because I actually watched back the podcast when you posted it this week, and the first thing is just me going, "Why the fuck do we do this? Why don't you just say everybody's name?"
I know, it's crazy. It's almost as if you didn't complain, it would have been fine.
Yeah. Then
you're the only one who has interest.
Then it perceived to me saying Jody's name wrong, like instantly after that.
Yeah, then I was like, this is why we say our own name.
Jody's not here, but she's here in spirit.
So, funny thing about you putting this minion on, I literally just had a conversation with Stans about your minion on Sunday, because I was talking about how Monday at work we had Minion Monday, and so I brought the minion briefcase with me. And Stans was like, damn, Minion Monday tweets would hit in 2022. I was like, my gamer, you're the one who started Minion Monday. And he was like, I did? And I was like, yeah, that's the whole reason Curly did the Minion t-shirt, was because you did Minion Mondays. He was like, damn, I don't remember that shit at all.
Yeah. He was streaming today, and he was in a Pelotonathon. I guess that dates this podcast when recording this. And Veal donated so that he could play that I eat, you eat as much orange. The monkey where it's like, I give monkey orange, monkey give eat.
Oh yes.
You know what I'm talking about? And that played for like a solid 20 minutes because he donated. Stans fucked up the media share, and that just played for 20 minutes. Which is like, it's like you give orange, me monkey orange give. And just played for ages, and then what happened after was someone donated saying he finally got the orange. It was just a video, like a 10-minute long video of this guy giving oranges to random monkeys on the street. And
that's so funny.
They were little tiny oranges, and I was like, it sounds like, oh, look at the oranges. I was like, that's an orange? Is that an orange? He was like, yeah, it's an orange. I'm like, fuck you. I want go back and give me my points from Task Manager.
That's so funny. I was definitely on the side of don't give points to people without oranges. Because I was salty because I went to the extra effort of making sure mine were oranges because I didn't want to get cringed out of points. So I was making sure other people got cringed out of points.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a difference. I don't need oranges, so that was news to me.
No, I don't like oranges. Like I'm a big apple guy when it comes to having a piece of fruit.
I mean, it's kind of hard to compare the two, right? It's like comparing apples to oranges.
Jesus Christ.
Let's go.
No.
For the audio listeners, I changed the current topic to orange. You're glad I changed it because before it said, I'm not going to change this. I'm going to forget.
What is this beer? We don't have audio listeners.
It's my favorite. Hey, I don't know. I've listened to enough
podcasts. Who are
podcasts.
tabbed out. Yeah.
That they always say that, even though they have people that actually listen. Hey, Judah and or Simon, if you're listening right now, this one's for you. But yeah, I think I was gonna say the whole Pelotonathon thing. Basically, Stans just cycled for 2 hours and played games.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Cycling?
Yeah, this bull Steam Deck thing.
Steam Deck, yeah.
It wasn't. It was a new thing that a friend of his gave him that's coming out today. So it was kind of hashtag ad, but not hashtag ad.
Yeah, I think it was the new Steam Deck.
No, it's not by Steam. It's like a thing that like attaches to your phone.
Is it not?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's like it's like got like a stretchy back, and then you like put it on your phone like this, and then you connect your computer to it somehow. And then you can just play Steam games.
He was playing Dome, whatever it's called, Dome Keeper.
Mm-hmm. Didn't finish it.
It's very funny because I was watching his Dome Keeper video because I was like, that son of a gun. I told him to play Dome Keeper in April. And then rather than playing it before everyone did and being the first one to play it, he waited until Northern Lion and Scooty had already been in and like
yeah.
took it up.
I haven't
Same.
watched,
Go
but
to the first
I've
one.
seen that Northern Line is posting it consistently, so I'm like, ooh, it's probably something to watch then.
It doesn't really
Because if he
tickle
does like
me
one or two
personally.
episodes,
I personally don't think it's like amazing to watch.
No.
I feel like it's definitely like it's like some of the games that Stans plays like I'm glad I watched him play play it up because I don't want to play that game now. Like
Yeah.
watching it gave me the same level of enjoyment as if I was to play it. And probably even more so just watching it because then I don't have to think about the combinations and everything. I just get to watch Stans like figure it out. Whereas like Domekeeper, it's literally like there's a little bit of management, but it's for the most part it's just like mining resources, going back up, playing. It's almost like cookie clicker levels, to be honest.
Yeah, it really is.
And it's like I don't care about watching this, to be honest, but I might enjoy like the sort of just the sensation of playing.
Yeah.
just a yep button sort of game.
Yeah, just press buttons and game is played. I know you could argue that that's every game, but
It's you just mine, bring stuff up from the mine, upgrade, kill a few things. That's literally it. I guess you could say that's Minecraft also, but like
Minecraft,
but you can build house in Minecraft. You can't build house in Domekeeper.
I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't really be that interested in watching a Minecraft Let's Play that didn't have like an element of like them making something up behind it.
What are you talking about? You know, I just love people playing Minecraft and they build their huts and then never play it again after that.
you guys ready for an insane Minecraft related tangent?
Sure.
So spoilies. This is 2 days before I leave for TwitchCon, and so I had a call with Stan Sunday night to talk about our cook-off that we're having. And one of the things that he mentioned, he was like, "Damn, if I had thought about it sooner, I probably could have gotten us both booked on the Food Beast, like cooking Twitch Rivals thing that they have going on, and then we could just see like whoever makes it further in the competition is the one who wins the cook-off." You know who else is in this cooking competition?
Who?
Dwayne?
Fucking Dream. I could have done a cooking stream with Dream, but Stan's fucking forgore.
Oh, that's so sad.
Wait, is that why he face revealed just to do this?
It's just to do the Food Beast cooking thing. Nothing else.
For Food Beast.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the amount
It's not. That's not entirely wrong. He did do it so he could do things like that, so he can like be invited to events and like show up and do stuff.
I mean, that's fair. But like, I mean, he also did it because it gave a shitload of attention to him. Not that he didn't have that before, to be honest, but like,
they also
like,
fucking.
like,
I
like
hate the Minecraft community. They have everything, don't they? They fucking. Of course, Dream's hot. Why wouldn't he be?
He's not. Twitter told me he's not hot. What are you talking about?
Nah, Dream's
Twitter
hot.
said keep the mask on. And
what do you mean? All I saw on Twitter was people saying stop bullying Dream, and everyone else was just saying Dream's cute. I was like, I've not seen a single person bullying Dream.
Hashtag keep the mask on was trending, to be fair.
I saw that it was trending, but I, like Lion Eagle, had no negative tweets come across my feed.
I actively went looking for the fun of it, not because I
I
just to see what people were saying, because I think,
you know, like everyone was looking at it, so like of course you're gonna get like an amount of people who are just gonna be like dicks about it, or like
no.
The funniest thing to come out of this is the fact that Ludwig being the waiting room for the Dream thing to start is now his most viewed stream ever.
I would hit that.
Literally beat out Mogul Money.
Yeah,
which is crazy. I'd be so fucking fuming.
Well, it's like I don't know if it was him that said it in one of his videos. It was like that was his most popular stream, and his most popular video is a Mr. Beast video that he got given.
Yeah,
so Ludwig's most popular 2 things on his channel are like not his, and yeah, it's just that can't feel good.
Yeah, but then at the same time,
he's lying in his pockets. So.
Yeah, it's the least of my concerns. I would be a waiting room for Dream if it meant it's like is it not like
150K concurrence? Yeah, I'd also be the waiting room for Dream.
Yeah, who's the? There's like some dude who's just a waiting room for Hassan, gets like 500 viewers.
Will Neff. Oh, joking. No, I really like
Will Neff is actually like if I like could book anyone for a show, I would want to book Will Neff. He's like my dream guest.
I'd feel too much pressure because I'd want to make sure it's a very good show.
I think Will is great, but I don't think he's a good guest because he would.
What are you talking? He's the perfect guest. He elevates every show he's on.
No. He's just much better as a host because he overpowers every single thing that he's on because he's so energetic and so good at that.
He could overdo your show. Like
I don't mean that in any
that's
disregard to him. I think he'd be great, but I think if you had something in mind, he would like because he's so like he would just do everything. Do you know what I mean? That sounds weird. What I'm saying, it sounds like an
all of my
insult.
respect
But
for Will comes from that I like when I got into content creation in general. What I wanted to do was just doing like comedy skits and like things like that. And so like the fact that Will has a background in like doing comedy, like professional comedy, as opposed to just like doing streams and stuff. That like I feel like I just appreciate everything that Will does a little deeper. Because I recognize certain things that like and like I don't know, a lot of his bits just feel like a lot more well planned, well executed than
I
a
think
lot of other
I think it
people's.
definitely shows.
yeah.
And so I don't know. Will is just fucking chef's kiss. I want to be like cutie in terms of the content I make, like doing doing
Sims.
events and like getting people to show up and stuff like that. But I want to be like Will as a person.
You want to be Austin? No,
So true. Austin does host events and is Will-esque. Damn, so what I need to do is get a fucking just like big ass dildo to walk around in my pocket at TwitchCon, and I'll say it's my Austin cosplay.
Don't know what you start talking about big hogs and dildos. Did anyone see the picture of what's his big?
The dream cock reveal. Yeah, I saw that too.
No, wide receiver. What's his name? Antonio Brown. Was cock out?
Antonio Brown dick pic? Is that a thing?
Wait, one sec. Is it Antonio Brown? One sec. Let me find the picture.
As soon as you mentioned the NFL, I'm like, oh yeah, the NFL player dick pic.
You know, he publicly just got his dick out in the swimming pool, and it's just like pulling on it. It's crazy. One sec. I'll see if I can find the picture. Is it Antonio Brown? It is Antonio Brown. I'm gonna send this to you individually and not put it into our group. One sec. It's censored, but like
for no reason.
Yeah, for no reason.
Unfortunately, if you join our Discord, you won't be able to see this image, but you'll be able to see many others. So join our Discord.
One sec. Look at the fucking hog on Antonio Brown. They've censored it, but they haven't done a good job. That's all I'm saying.
Goddamn.
He's just in a swimming pool, like pulling his knob up. Like it's the strangest picture I've ever seen.
It's so weird.
Yeah. Sorry, I just on the tangents of big hogs. Just what a crazy thing to happen. He's just in a hotel swimming pool with his cock out. Just
I will say we need to change subject because if this is the thing we talk about the most, I don't want to put that in the thumbnail.
Yeah,
Antonio Brown's hog.
Anyone else have any other hog-related topics?
No.
So did you guys see the new Peppa Pig character that they're adding to the show?
To what show? Oh, to Peppa Pig. They're adding another. No, why?
I don't fucking know, but it was hog related.
No, come on, keep the bit going. What are they adding to Peppa Pig?
So they're adding it's kind of morbid actually. So like they have like all the animals and stuff. They're actually just adding in like a character that already is like a processed sausage. So it's like, hey, look kids, this is what you can grow up to be.
I thought you were gonna say they were adding in like a human, and I was gonna say they already did that because both the Santa and the Queen are human in Peppa Pig.
Well, the Queen's a reptile.
Yes.
Idiot.
I think she was a human.
Did they get Lizzie to voice the Queen?
No.
Dude, imagine though, actual cameo Queen Liz.
I'm fairly sure
the only thing
Paddington Bear.
Yeah, she was in a thing with Paddington Bear, and then she was also in a thing with James Bond, but that was for the Olympics.
Yeah, that was actually fire. I seen this.
She jumped out of a helicopter. That was pretty hype.
Yeah, she jumped out of a helicopter into Wembley Stadium. I think is what happened.
Yeah.
That's actually fire.
But of course she didn't. But like that was the premise of the story.
Yeah, it was like they showed a video where it was the Queen meeting James Bond, and then it cut to like the live event where it wasn't even Daniel Craig as well, like for sure. It was just like two trained stunt professionals. Might not even have been a woman, the one who was the Queen, because it was just someone like jumping out from the sky. It could have been just another man. And then they both jump out of a helicopter and parachute down.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, yo, welcome to 2012, motherfucker.
And then Gangnam Style played in the background.
Whoop, whoop,
Exactly.
whoop, whoop, Gangnam Style. 1 sec.
Curly, please, we're gonna get copyright strike.
Sorry, I was just looking at the topic to see what we could move on with. Just seen the first one says Bussy, and then forgot what this was, and I'm the fucker who wrote it down. Lamau. Is that you, Z?
I hope this was someone who isn't here.
No, that was me.
Could you imagine if that was like truth bits?
I was watching Phil DeFranco and he started talking about Bussy. I was like, damn, we gotta talk. I gotta ask the Brits about Bussy.
What about
And then
Bussy?
I fucking tune into I open up the page like while I'm at work. I was like, what the fuck is Bussy on here for? But have you guys seen? Let me see if I can find it.
So
I don't know if you guys know this. You guys are having a bit of an energy crisis in
just a tad.
yeah.
the UK. And so what your guys' transit system has done is they've introduced a new mascot to get people to ride the bus.
Oh god, yeah.
Called
Bussy. I've seen
Did they?
Bussy. Yeah.
1 sec. Someone.
Hold on, I'm sending you a pic. Don't worry.
Yeah, someone sent me a pic.
Send it in like memes of LSF Discord.
Okay, I can do that as well.
Yeah.
There it
Let
is.
everyone
Podcast.
see.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
he's just like the map, just stretched around like a weird body, and for some reason his like arms, legs, and antennae are like leaks.
Oh, Jody's small on the screen.
But yeah, unless the image that I saw or whatever, or the thing of it is just like a joke to go along with it, his name is Bussy.
No, his name is actually Bussy.
So I could get this because like it makes sense. Yeah, like you know what I mean? And I doubt that the people behind this were probably 40, 50-year-old government workers that aren't Bussy enjoyers. You know what I mean?
Bussy McBusface, you know?
I mean, let's be honest, they probably are Bussy enjoyers, but they don't know the term.
1 sec. Have you ever seen like speaking of weird mascots? I'm trying to see if I can find this.
Oh no! I typed in Bussy UK, and the first thing that's come up is Etsy, and I don't want to see what products come up. But
I definitely want to see what
no,
Etsy is.
I
Yeah.
actually do want to see what that is. It's just some men's leggings that say Bussy Poppin'.
Oh.
This
One of my
Bussy
favorite-
belongs to God. That's so funny.
One of my favorite Bussy related headlines was "Wake up, honey, new nightmare paralysis demon just dropped."
So, are you aware of Kingsley, the Partick Thistle mascot?
No.
So, Partick Thistle are a Scottish football club, and what they did, I think this was about 10 years ago, was they had a competition where they were looking for a mascot, right? So what they did was they got kids to draw one and send it in.
Oh my god! I just googled it.
And whatever won the poll, I think it was on Twitter, like they removed all the ones that like were like ball sacks, would win. They also put them on the kit. Holy shit! So I'll put a picture up right now. So this is Kingsley.
Of course.
He is.
Hi, handsome. How are you?
He is a son, I think. But look at the state of this thing. Like, oh, like 1 sec. I'll see if I can. I need to actually get this off screen just to be sure. But like, sometimes whenever people die, they'll have minutes of silence. Look at this.
And Kingsley shows up.
Imagine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Imagine lining up for your minute of silence and fucking big man's there. Look here, you celebrating with the boys after a goal. Let's go.
I searched up Kingsley, and then one of the images is like weird mascots, and then there's like a story to go with it. And then Everton introduced for the Premier League Men's Health Project, Mr. Testicles.
Mm.
And he's literally just a set of balls with a smiley face.
Is it this guy here?
Let me have a look. Yeah, it's that guy.
Yeah.
I saw that image and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Was this what you're talking about when they said like they removed all the testicle ones? Did they run it for a minute?"
No. So there's Kingsley on the fucking kit. Kind of looks fire though.
No, it doesn't. It's horrible.
It kind of looks like some anime thing from like a child's anime, and you look at it and go, "What the fuck is this?" is Nightmare. You're thinking of. Oh god, I hate the world. Why they make it like this? Is the most like 2010 meme ever.
If this is designed like by like a 5-year-old, fair play, but it's still fucking horrible.
Yeah, I love like I give America a lot of shit for like the stupid things they do, and we've stupidly adopted mascots.
Yeah, this was our Roe v. Wade.
Yeah, do you know who have you ever heard of Gunnersaurus?
No.
So this is Gunnersaurus.
Gunnersaurus is alright.
So Gunnersaurus, what is the mascot for Arsenal? Gunnersaurus got laid off during COVID.
That's
Of course.
true.
However, there was a player playing for Arsenal called Mesut Ozil who literally never played, and he was like, "Yo lads, don't lay off the legend that is Gunnersaurus. Take his wage out of my wage, and make sure he doesn't lose his job."
Yeah.
And I was like, Ozil like hadn't played in like a year. He was like just wasting money at the club because he wasn't fit. And all the fans were like, "My G, my guy, get Gunnersaurus back." Oh, I hate the world. This is also a hammer. This is the West Ham. I think it's like Hammy the Hammer or something, just chilling for a minute silence.
So are like mascots kind of a big deal? Because like
No.
at NFL games, literally no one gives a shit about their mascots.
No, the only one that people care about is Gunnersaurus because Arsenal are so big on Twitter. Because they're like if you talk to anyone who supports Arsenal, they'll know about Gunnersaurus.
Yeah.
Like I only know the Swansea ones because of the meme that I literally just pulled up a second. We have Cyril the Swan.
Yeah.
And someone else, and it's only because he punched someone once and got fired. So you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, so most teams do have mascots, but just like no one gives a shit.
Yeah,
Well,
what's
you go drop in the little W's in the podcast chat and not the meme chat.
No, 1 sec. Yeah, there's a better image of Gunnersaurus actually. Look at all sad in the press after we get laid off.
I'm gonna lose my job.
I'm gonna lose my job. What mascots? Is there any like weird American like? I suppose the Washington Football Club had a cringe mascot.
Yeah, prior to
prior to the name change. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, it's now the Commanders. Excuse you.
Is that what they're called now?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Honestly, the football team was a better name. Commanders is dog ass.
There's so many people who've like redrawn Cyril the Swan. Doing it, so Cyril.
How many images still porn?
It's not porn.
Damn.
Well, it is to someone. I'm
Sorry,
sure.
1 sec. Here's a better picture of the ball sack. 1 sec.
But Cyril the Swan was
What a
like
gamer.
doing like a respect for the Queen, like standing there,
Yeah.
and then people have like, I'll send this to you guys.
Yeah,
but,
please do.
It's just Cyril the Swan, like in the same position as he was, but like they've like interpreted it as pissing. Why is that a full PNG? That's so weird.
Like that. Oh no. Oh, Cyril. Don't be at that.
So this was the image, and they were like, "This is what vibe it gives." Because it looks like he's looking down at his dick while he's pissing.
Well, so you know what that is? That's Calvin and Hobbes image that they've redone in the style of the Swan.
This is the
There's
team
like
I
a
support.
very famous
yeah,
Calvin
that's
and
true.
Hobbes pissing image.
Yeah, for context, this is the team that I support. We have Cyril and then his wife. Cyril
I'll say
definitely.
his wife is a different art style. You were about to say Cyril punching him of his weight.
yeah. Cyril's kind of punching, you know. Change the reason Cyril was actually. This kind of makes sense. Did the Queen not own every swan? Is this like this was like a fuck the system? Now the Queen's dead, Cyril's free. You know what? I respect it.
ASAP, all swans are bastards.
No, all Queens are bastards.
I see the thing, right? So there was a mascot fight 21 years ago where it was Cyril the Swan ripped the head off Millwall's Zampa the Lion mascot before kicking it into the crowd.
1 second. Let me see if I can find this. This would have been when we were both shit clubs, so this might. 1 sec. There's actually just Cyril the Swan celebrates a video that I've just found on YouTube. 1 sec. Let's see fucking Cyril pop off. This video is so old. Wait, this is against Millwall? Wait, this could be the one!
There we go. Yeah, Cyril versus Zampa.
Who scored is that? No, this is too old for my day. One sec. This is actually just highlights from a game from fucking the first round of the FA Cup. Oh, lovely goal, lads.
Why is there another one? Why is there another image that's just a PNG of Cyril, but like only the orange is coloured in?
Let's go! Cyril's fucking bobbing off.
This person really loves doing the PNG images.
Cyril's
I can't
just
wait to have to cut this because we get hella DMCA'd.
it's from 1998. I think we're fine.
No, we couldn't just put a clip from Star Wars in there, and that's.
Whoa, what the heck, Cyril?
Imagine we get to. We need to get Captain Beanie on this show and Cyril this one.
Okay, one sec. Cyril the Swan. Oh, look, one sec. Here they are, head to head. Oh, the boys, Zampa the Lion. Damn.
I love this. I'll send this one. This is Cyril the Swan about to kick the head of Zampa the Lion into the crowd.
One sec. I recognize that kid. This wasn't that long ago. Is that? Oh my god! The actual. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Cyril the Swan about to kick the head of Zampa the Lion into the crowd.
Oh, Cyril.
Yeah, you guys' mascots are way better than ours.
Yeah, but this is like the only thing that we only have like 2 stories of like them ever doing anything. But
yeah.
they need to use them more because mascots can be funny as fuck. You just need to sort of like they need to be like the tongue-in-cheek humor where the team can take a joke on their behalf. Like you need to have more of them fighting and kicking the shit out of each other.
Yeah, the only problem about especially with like football is there's so much money in it now. They don't want to have that kind of shit going on.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas that's like the funniest shit.
Oh, that was a lovely escapade into.
I want to have a shit football club that has a fire mascot, and that's just our shtick.
Partick Thistle, I'm telling you, fucking that guy.
you lose every single like match, but you just have a fire mascot that everyone remembers.
Have you ever heard, what are they called? Oh no, I forgot what they're called. There's some Scottish team that lost like so many games. Which football team? I'll let you find them from this. This is so bad. Why can't I find it? They went 882 days without winning a game.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Oh, and the video's 420 minutes long. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Fort William, that was the name.
Oh, it's the Fort William team. I've heard it.
Yeah, where's Fort William's like super north, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's quite north in Scotland. It's
Oh, it's about as livable north. It's below Inverness. It's actually not that north.
It's like also to the
West.
Yeah, the west.
One sec, let me see if they have a mascot. It's not on the screen anymore. They don't have a mascot. Damn it. Cringe. If only they had a mascot.
I love how you said that you're gonna forget to change the topics. Yeah, like you haven't really, apart from the fact we still got Bussy.
Yeah.
Which is still a mascot, so we're not. Yeah. So we're not. It's like we're still on the right topic, technically.
Yeah.
Also, Bussy definitely has to be in the thumbnail.
It's gonna just be Bussy, the Swaggosaurus, or whatever he was called, the Goodosaurus, and
Cyril and Gunnersaurus having a go,
and Cyril kicking someone's head. It's gonna be Goodosaurus walking sadly away as Bussy's head's being kicked by Cyril the Swan.
No, Cyril's pissing on Bussy's fucking body.
Pissing against the bus. The bus is getting out of.
Ooh. We actually never stopped talking about what was there any backlash? Did people just go, you can't use that word, or is it still called Bussy?
It's still called Bussy.
Fair. Okay. Double down.
Retake the word.
Yeah, fucking. Oh.
Just introducing our new mascot, the N word.
I was gonna say we could talk about your stream, but there's no point. We should talk about it next week when it's actually happened.
Well, they also talked about like some of the setup.
I mean, this will be going up the day before it happens, so you know, for those early listeners, you get a little bit of the juice.
Oh, that's true. It is. I forgot that that's how the days work.
Yeah.
In my head, I was
if you're
like,
watching this the day it comes out tomorrow at between 6 and 7 PST. I will be live and Stans will be on my stream. We're doing a
Whoa.
cook-off. The
That's
theme is
COOK, not CUCK.
Cock off. A sucking cock off.
Suck and cook off. You've got to call it the suck and cook off.
I'm down. Because we literally already talked about this. If you watch last week's episode, that's one of the jokes that I put in because we talked about Stan's fucking my ex for some reason, and I said like the cuck and fuck off. Yes, we did.
I don't recall the conversation about Stan's sex for your exes. That's so funny,
But yeah, so the theme is SoCal because TwitchCon doesn't have a theme, and I was like, all right, fuck it. What's a theme that we can do to like try and like keep the cook-off on brand? So we are doing like Southern California inspired foods, and then there will be a mystery ingredient provided by our panel of judges. There is a secret panel of celebrity judges that will show up. We all have 3 judges. Spoilers, it's not S3K because I was gonna get all 4 members of S3K. And literally I had 3 of them say yes, and then Psychic was like, hey, I think Atriox's hosting a dinner. Let me get back to you on this. I was like, why the fuck is Psychic the only one that knows about this Atriox dinner? And then slowly but surely, I get texts from everyone else. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, Atriox's hosting a dinner. I can't make it. I was like, that's crazy. One, I figured as soon as Psychic said that there was an Atriox thing happening, I was like, all right, cool. I need to find new judges. But the fact that Psychic was the one in the loop, I was like, this seems odd to me.
Could you imagine if he just invited Psychic?
That
like he didn't invite Hudak because Hudak already got a meal. So they all get one.
No. Who that paid?
Who not bought Atriox?
Who that bought Atriox a meal?
There's no way that Hudak bought Atriox.
He did.
I'm not buying it.
If you watch the video,
Neither was Hudak.
I will say shout out to Stans for agreeing to buy his own groceries. Because like I didn't know how to like navigate things like that because I was like, I mean, Stans is the fucking millionaire, but like because it's my show, it's like it's on me to set everything up.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yeah, let me pay to have the millionaire come hang out.
It's like, hey, I'm not Food Beast, but
it's going on the off-brand account.
Yeah, like when he announced off-brand, I was in the fucking replies like, so you got the cook-off covered, right? And to Stans' credit, he did say like, if I get to the Airbnb and we need like cooking utensils and like pots and pans and stuff, just send him a list of what we need and he'll bring it because he lives like an hour or so out from where TwitchCon's being held. And so he said that he can just like pack up his car the morning of and bring stuff out. So shout out to Stans.
That's hype.
Yeah, so the secret ingredient, one of us is gonna cook while the other one shit talks, and then we're gonna try food, swap. Me and Stans were kind of equally matched. One, we're both vegetarian, so it's the judges can't be like, well, I like this one better because it has meat in it. Yeah. Like, shut the fuck up. You're getting veggies from both of us. And then 2, we both make food that tastes good and looks like shit. So it's like about as even as we could get it. So yeah, I'm excited for it. It'll be this Friday, tomorrow. Get hyped. I'm going to be just a fucking ball of stress. I told Zillion Teamworm, I was like, I'm sorry that I'm going to be insufferable for the first day that we hang out. And I'm glad that we're doing it on Friday so that way I can just enjoy the rest of stream. Because if we were doing it like Sunday night, I would just be stressing all of fucking TwitchCon. But at least I get to like rip the Band-Aid off and get it done early. Yeah.
Oh, one sec. We're listening to... My Spotify has decided that we're going to listen to music right now. That was hype.
Yeah.
I took my headset off, put it back on, and all of a sudden we're listening to a song. I don't know what song this is. I was
how long is the music been on?
No, for 2 seconds. Literally, as I put my headset back on.
Oh, that's all right then.
Wait, Curly, who's in
That's
Paris?
so funny.
Oh,
imagine that was the song.
1 sec. No, actually, we're just gonna listen to "Paper Cup" by Linkin Park right now. Guys, shut up! It's playing right now.
You should do like what Food Beast did and have like the chat interaction like.
Oh yeah, that's definitely something that we can fucking set up from our Airbnb.
Yeah, channel
with having like.
Nah, just do like if you gift a sub, they have to do a minute of like one-handed. 1 gifted sub.
5 gifted subs or something.
It's like 5 gifted subs then. I mean, it's on your stream, not Stan's.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, but Stans is gonna like tweet out like, "Hey," on the channel, so it'll be a higher viewed stream than normal.
True.
Just do channel points so I can. Oh, I'm gonna end stream. I'm gonna use my channel point reward to end stream.
Turn off end stream for that one because I will use it. The temptation will be too much as soon as you say, right, let's start.
You know the funny thing about that, you guys can redeem it, and then I can just not do it. It's not like it's macro to just auto shut off my stream.
I've also said this because I have it on mine.
Also,
doesn't say you can't just start again. Yeah, at no point did it say you can't just go live again. You just press end stream and then just press start stream again.
Yeah, Stans is also bringing. He said he just bought lapel mics that he's excited to try out. So me and Stans are going to be mic'd up, and then we're going to have a mic for our judges, and then there'll be like a little judge cam in the bottom corner.
Shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be sick. The production value is through the roof.
Stan's using you for the production value. That's awesome. It's like I've got all this cool new shit that I need to test out. Let's use it on your stream, and then that just means that your stream quality gets better because he wants to test shit out. That's awesome.
You're the off-brand.
Yeah.
Hey, fucking run with that.
Let's go.
You get free better setup for your stream. That's a fucking win-win, baby.
Yeah, we'll have my camera. The judges will be using my mic, and then Zemdo is bringing his computer because he's driving and not flying, and I didn't have to fly out my entire computer.
No, that sounds awful.
Shout out Zemdo.
This Zemdo like Twitch stuff, Zemdo?
Twitch staff Zemdo.
Yeah, nice. Just get him to like hack the servers, some shit. Just get everyone put you on the front page.
Get my VOD back.
Get Zemdo to get you goddamn VOD back.
He was literally the first person I messaged Friday morning. I was like, hey, what do I do?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Great to
like, I've been banned.
in
What
there.
do?
Come on, what the hell? There's so much stuff in there.
We need to get that podcast back because right now I'm the only one who hasn't tried the chocolate on camera.
I have officially sent Z the package.
Oh, that's awesome.
Lanny, did I tell you how much shipping was?
No, how much was it?
It was more than the stuff in the fucking box, I can tell you that much.
Oh, look, should have put some better stuff in the box.
It was 58 quid.
Should have got some Percy Pigs in there.
Yeah.
58, wait, for shipping?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, oh my god.
Next time you're just getting one fucking bar of chocolate, fuck you.
Mystery envelope.
Yeah, mystery bar 3's coming in one cube at a time.
Did you go onto that website that we looked at and see how much the things were?
It wasn't worth it. Everything was already in the box. Everything, I was there and I was like,
you did alrety buy it all.
Yeah, everything was already in a box.
You'd be in like the post office just being like, no, that's too much, and then like,
no, actually what happened was my brother went to the post office because he had the car and was like, rang me, was like, it's 58 quid, and I was like, like you can hear the woman going, you can also 20 quid, but it'll take 48 days, and I'm like, that's just saying 20 quid for it to get lost.
48 days?
Yeah, fuck.
8 days? That's crazy. You reverse engineer the joke.
4 to 8 days? That's fine. It'll just be next day. That's great.
I was like, that's business speak for we're gonna lose your fucking package, but it'll be cheaper.
It's cheaper, but we're gonna eat the mystery chocolate.
Yeah, imagine it gets there and the mystery bars are missing. Like, everything else is there, and they're like, "Ooh, the mystery flavor was invisible." Ooh.
The iron brew's gone because it went via standard.
It's open. It's half drank.
A little worried. Yeah, like sending the iron brew like in a plane, it's gonna like explode.
Hey, guess we wrapped it up individually so it wouldn't spill and everything else.
So even if it does explode, we're good. Let's go.
Yeah, it's got layer bubble wrap around it and other things.
Worst case scenario, just lick some mobile wrap. It'll taste the
Yeah, see.
Did I? Son of a bitch.
What?
Jesse just knocked my mouse off my computer. And I fucking does it still work?
Reopen your tab, it should work. So
For
the audio listeners, notice these cameras.
Hey, let's go.
Fun fact: cats like mice.
It's crazy game of cat and mouse.
So I just got that by slow brain. Had to hear it twice.
Speaking of hate, do you know what I hate? Fucking gamers, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, specifically gamers who play World of Warcraft and are cunt paladins.
Okay, I was like, I know that this is a tie into a topic. I just don't know what the topic is.
So I got really angry yesterday.
Yeah, this story.
So
are we going in order for once? What is this?
We're not. So I was playing World of Warcraft. Wrath of the Lich King came out literally a week ago. I've been grinding max level, getting all my pre-raid gear. Raids come out literally today, like on Wednesday. So ready to go for that. Need to get my gear so we can go. I run the Oculus on heroic. For anyone in the know, probably nobody listened to this. I get pre-raid BiS, so my best in slot item from the dungeon. I'm like, holy shit, this is great. And then I'm a paladin also. The other paladin was a tank. He needs it, gets the item, and I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Dude, you're not. And he goes, I can also heal. I was like, I know you can fucking also heal, but you're not. You're not. like I can also tank, but I'm not taking all the fucking gear off you. It's not how that works. And then he instantly put me on ignore, and I genuinely sat there for 10 minutes staring at my screen. I was fucking fuming. This is why what I wrote on the document was inspired by that fucking cunt paladin tank stealing my fucking pre-raid BiS healing legs. Actually, fuck him. This is a joke. Now they ain't gonna drop in time for raids this weekend, and he ain't gonna use him. It's fucking bullshit. Fuck this game. Is exactly what I wrote.
That's so funny.
You actually put Gonan, not gonna, but other than that, yes, that is exactly what you put.
Gonan the Barbarian.
I'm not gonna delete it so I don't get sad when I read it again.
Speaking of barbarians, y'all ever watch Dave the Barbarian, the Disney show?
Yeah.
That show's actually fucking flames.
He became like a were cow or something in one of them.
Yeah.
That's like all I really remember.
So my favorite thing is like, and using his resourceful thinking and using only a squirrel, a piece of rope, and a megaphone. Dave crafted a megaphone.
Yeah, I love
like,
that one.
Excellent.
I just wanted to rant about World of Warcraft. It was very sad.
No,
but
you're good. That is actually some pussy shit. Fuck. Do you have his name? Do you want to dox his fucking in-game name?
it was the guy who was mentioning the chocolate on Twitter.
Yeah, it was. 1 second. It was. Let me go, Cadbury. 1 second.
Robbie G.
At
this point,
don't send hate towards him.
it was Robbie G.
Wait 1 sec. Did they ever 4 days? Holy shit, guys! 2 days. 2 days. Oh my god! They're gonna on Friday. They're gonna announce what the chocolate flavors. Holy shit!
Oh shit!
All right, mute Cadbury until I get to try
it. Clue alert. Wait, oh my god, is number 2?
No leakers, I don't want to know.
Is number 2 popcorn?
I don't want to know.
Number 2 popcorn?
I'm just gonna keep yelling every time you guys talk about it.
No, sorry.
Number one could be popcorn.
Mystery Bar 2 tastes like a treat. See, this is on the Cadbury website.
I don't want the hint. I want to go in blind. I want to experience the flavors myself, untainted.
I'm only purposefully talking about it because of how annoyed you get. It's like there's absolutely nothing. I'm just saying like something related to what Curly's saying.
I don't have admin access to remove Z from this call. Wait, there we go. I've removed Z from the call. Yeah, there we go.
So we can now talk. Put Z back in.
No. 1 sec. So it says Mystery Bar 2 tastes like a treat best enjoyed at the cinema or by the seaside. Candy floss?
Popcorn? Get fucked.
Candy floss, maybe?
It could be candy floss. But who the fuck's eating candy floss at the cinema?
I don't know. Okay, I'm putting Z back in. It's ice cream, probably, to be honest. Hello, Vincent. Have you calmed down?
Are you ready to join society again?
Yeah, we can't read what's on your thing because it's the light's too.
Is it backwards?
No, the light. It's the light. Yeah, you can't see it.
Oh, what did you say?
Really smells good. You forgot to add that at the end. But yeah, 1 second. I need to find out what the name of this guy was again.
Everyone knows the real way of doing that is putting Smeals as well.
Smeals?
Yeah. SMEELS. That's the way that you tell someone that they smell bad. Is you say that they smeal.
I've literally never heard of this.
That's because it's not a thing.
Okay.
1 second, sorry, I'm a little bit busy right now. Why can't I find this guy that I randomly slate every week? Where is he?
We already know it's Robbie G.
Oh no! I just typed in Bussy mascot, and there was like an old Bussy mascot called Bussy Bear.
But
I also saw Bussy Bear.
But yeah, did anyone else? I just want to feel better about myself. Did anyone else get any cringe rage moments that shouldn't be rage moments when playing games.
I just like don't play games with other people unless it's like friends. So
That's based.
But
yeah,
even not even friends though, like something that's happened and you went, fuck this is bullshit.
I took like a 10-year hiatus from Skyrim because I had a character that I had like 300 hours in. And then I accidentally saved over my fucking
That's fair.
save. And I had like there was a previous save when I was like 18 hours in, and I was like, well, I'm just never gonna play Skyrim again. I stopped playing Mass Effect 1 for like a year and a half because the autosave system in Mass Effect is fucking cringe, and I lost like an hour or so. Which granted, it didn't feel like that bad, but like it was like this really long planet, and then I got to like the final boss, and it was like a cringe fight, and I just got one shot out of nowhere, and they put me back at the start of the planet, and I was like, all right, well that's fun. Not gonna do that again. And so I took a year like break from Mass Effect 1, but.
Nice. I feel that. I did the same with Divinity Original Sin 2. I was fighting, it's like the Queen. This will mean even less than World of Warcraft because I'm sure less people have played this game. But I was fighting the like Queen of the Dwarves in like this like section, and I had like save scummed so many times, so I was fucking it up so much, and eventually got them down. Then got like soft locked by autosave, so I had to go back to before that fight that I spent like 4 hours on, and just went, fuck, no, I'm not doing it again. Fuck this, yeah. No.
Yeah, similar story. That is actually a story of perseverance. I don't know if you guys have know this or not. I may or may not have brought it up once or twice. I 100% of the B movie game.
They've never told me that ever.
I got a fucking glitch on my first playthrough. I was about 80% of the way through the game, where the next story mission just would not load in. And my game was like soft locked, and I was reading online. They're like, "Yeah, this just happens sometimes." And so I had to fucking restart and do 100% again because a lot of the achievements towards the end are like having everything done. So it's not like I can just like get to the end and then go back and do everything. I was like doing everything as I was going, so I would just be done when I got there. And I had to fucking do it again. I was like, son of a bitch. So, but we did persevere through, and I didn't take a year break from that one. I was just like, and then booted up a new save.
What about you, Lanigal? Any gamer moments?
I mean, I like have like relative gamer rage like quite a lot. Like, you know, like I'll be playing like a game of Splatoon and then like I'll lose and I'll be like salty because like it was like a last minute loss or something, and then I'll just be like, that's enough for today. But I don't think I've ever had it where I've like gone, right, that's I don't think I ever really realized when I like play the game for the last time, if that makes sense.
Damn, that's
it's like I'll close a game and I'll be like, maybe play that again, and then I just never do.
You tell me you don't have an emotional crying scene every single time you close a game, thinking that could be your very last time ever seeing them.
It's like, make sure you don't have a bad last experience because you never know if that's the last time you play the game.
Yeah, you'll never know if you might accidentally uninstall it and not realize that you've uninstalled it, never play it again.
So true.
Damn. Yeah, I played WoW for the podcast while I was at work, and got something good though, so I feel better, so it's fine.
Did you get your BiS legs back?
I didn't, but I got trinket, so it's fine.
Let's go.
One thing that I want to talk about, that we did briefly mention, is the whole off-brand thing.
I have one thing in particular that is off-brand adjacent that I would like to talk about. I hate that Atrioc keeps saying that off-brand is his name backwards. Because like I get like the play of like brand on, brand off, but it's not backwards.
I said it's like you mentioned this to me. I said it's kind of like Inside Out.
Yeah, like he keeps saying like, "Oh, it's my name backwards." Like it's just not though. That's lying.
Yeah, it's like just because like you've switched it around doesn't mean it's backwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like, it's still funny that's the thinking that went to that name.
Like, but anyway, for those who don't know, Off-Brand is a production studio formed by one Nathan One Night Stands, some Ludwig guy, this Atrioc fella, and
Nick fucking Allen, baby.
Whoa!
And Nick fucking Allen. Let's go. New leech group, leeching Nick Frogs, LNF.
And not the one from the yard. Or Yingling.
Not that Nick, yeah. Or Yingling, yeah.
The new hottest Nick on the scene.
One thing I do want to say about it, it's really basically my understanding of it, which a lot of people seem to not understand, is basically their job is to just make events for other people. People come with the ideas and they put it together. They're the do people.
Yeah, it's really sick. The streamer comes to them with the idea, and then they just like do everything else, and the streamer just has to show up and do the show.
But I think
more or less,
I think 90% of people don't understand.
Also thinking that like, are they like they were thinking, are they the ones who like, you know, like the Germans Dollhouse people? Are they BTS? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, Beyond the Summit.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like those guys actually like make the sets and everything. So it's like that's not what Off-Brand does, but Off-Brand finds the people who will do that.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people have this like I think people are like, oh, but it's like an org. It's like it's nothing like that. Like it
is in fact not an org.
It's definitely not an org. However, they did say that like OTK doesn't really need them.
Yeah, they said that because they have their own.
Like... Well, yeah, OTK already does stuff.
They already have their.
Well, that was the point. Was they have people who like do that stuff.
Yeah, but like I think people just don't understand. They're like, oh, are you going to do this? Are you going to do this? Like, they're not going to do anything unless someone comes to them to do something. That's the concept. Like, it's not like they don't have like a massive bank of ideas. Maybe they do, but this my understanding of it is it's like they're not going, hey, we've got this idea called Juiced. We should reach out to XQC and see if he wants to do it, because like that's just a company that makes game shows at that point and just puts people on the job. It's not the same thing. And people are like, oh, are you just gonna do this? Are you gonna do this? And it's like, they're just the people that get shit done, not the people that do the thing. Like I know that sounds silly, but
they don't want like concepts for games. They want the streamers to come to them with concepts for games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, although there maybe is some sort of plan down the road to go to streamers with plans for games that would work for them, and then like reverse engineer it that way. But that's not what they've done with like Juiced.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea, because it means you can still be involved in the whole process, but not be involved in the whole process if and when it comes down to not streaming anymore. But like,
I don't remember which one of them said it, but like it is better for the Twitch community as a whole, because like XQC could have like the idea for Juiced, but he's not gonna ever take time out of his streams to go and plan all this shit.
Yeah,
and so all you need is the idea, and you have people to do the hard stuff for you. And so like there's just a higher volume of better content on Twitch, because it's now an easier, more attainable thing to do, which is really sick.
Because it would make literally no sense for XQC to ever spend that much time making something when he can just stream and get like more money.
Yeah, realistically, it's not beneficial like for XQC to spend like the 100+ hours that's required to get that to work.
Like the amount of like, because I don't actually know how XQC's stream did compared to his like normal streams and stuff.
It was higher, but not as high.
I assume higher, but like so like it was good, and it was a good stream for XQC, and probably worth the money that he put in and got Off-Brand to pay for it. But it wouldn't have been worth the amount of time and effort that it would have taken him to do all the production of it.
Yeah.
One thing I really like the Off-Brand idea, because it's basically the idea I had going into college. Like 80% of small businesses go under because they just don't know how to market themselves properly. So what I wanted to do once I graduated with my marketing degree was I was going to start like an advertising firm that focuses solely on small businesses, and it just get people that like are marketing literate and like able to produce like quality marketing materials, and then they would give me their ideas for what they want, because like obviously small business owners can't take their time out to just like run a fucking marketing department. But they would come to me with the ideas, and then I would do all their marketing for them, and then I'd be like, bam, here you go, to try and like help small businesses, and like we would like focus on like, you know, businesses that do like under a certain amount in revenue a year, just to like help out small businesses, because while I do hate capitalism, I do enjoy the like small businesses being able to exist and like stick it to the corporations. And then I decided that marketing was cringe, so I dropped out of college. But that was like my idea, and that Off-Brand is basically that, but for streamers. I'm like, damn.
Well, it's similar.
It's not quite. Yeah, they do help out the big corporations as well.
They more than likely will not touch a small streamer at all, even if Ludwig says they would. They will not. That's just a PR move. There's no way in hell they're touching anyone that doesn't have a K viewers at least. Like Stans even said
Well,
himself,
I think, but
he's too small for doing something with off-brand.
Well, I think that's more in a sense of like
Making money.
you need to pay for off-brand, off-brand to do stuff. So if like there's a small streamer that's like, like is like a famous person for something else, or just
The
has
Boros
money,
twins, let's go.
Well,
or
that
like,
doesn't go, like that's like saying the whole like if Snoop Dogg wanted to come and do a game show, yeah, he's not the biggest streamer in the world, but he's Snoop Dogg. You know what I mean?
well, no, I was thinking more like what
That's
was he
just an
called?
example, but on
the,
the
real,
same.
the really rich guy from Ludwig's Flying Aces.
Cozy Gamer.
Yeah, like that guy could probably.
That is literally exactly who I thought of when we started talking about this, but I didn't want to be the one to bring him up.
Like he's a smaller streamer, but he's got like money
I met
from
him.
like elsewhere.
Yeah, I've met him.
No, I'm not disrespecting him.
No, I'm asking is that the one of the people that I've met. I never watch Fun Aces.
No,
so I don't know who they are.
No, I'm saying I'm
We've
not
not done
disrespecting
content
him in
with
terms of Z saying that was who I was thinking of, but I didn't want to say anything. But like, I'm not saying it in a disrespecting way. I'm saying it like he seemingly has enough money for a lot of things that he wants to do in projects. So if he wanted to put that money into off-brand to help him get that reality of a project out there, then that's something he could do that would help him grow a small stream.
Yeah, but what the difference is that more than likely XQC didn't give them very much money. He probably just gave them a concept and then probably paid like minimal overheads for it, and then they went out and reached out to Fansly to sponsor the event and the other things. Realistically, the actual input financially from XQC was probably minuscule to say the least.
I would say that's incorrect. That's not how you run a business.
Yeah, I would also call
in his case.
XQC didn't
for this one specifically, because it's like their debut show. X probably paid a little bit less than what people are going to pay. But in general, I would say that there's probably a substantial amount of financial, like down payment that you need to do to be able to hire the off-brand.
I just don't think that it would be as significant as, well, I don't know. Of course, I don't function in this sphere, but it's probably not as significant for him as it would be for anyone else. Is what I'm saying. If someone was to put, I
don't think they would see it's XQC. Let's not make him pay as much.
Well, what it means is they don't have to get him to pay as much because they'll be able to cover more of it with sponsorships and get more money from that way.
Well, yeah, part of the running an event is getting sponsors. So that's a service that they offer, is getting sponsors for you, which is something you'd still have to pay for.
And like any of the overheads from that will go to like XQC as well. It's like they will have a set fee that off-brand will get, and then any money that's made from like the sponsors and stuff is like XQC's money.
I understand what you're saying. Just like it. I just think that if I was to come with them with the same capital and XQC was to come with the same capital, he would get more bang for his buck realistically. So it wouldn't be beneficial for.
They might have.
They would get a higher ROI on XQC, which is why X would make more. It has nothing to do with how much X is paying.
Yeah, the money between streamer and off-brand, I would imagine, would just be exactly the same for you two, except like Z said, there might be a slight difference because it was their inaugural sort of show. So even though it's kind of not, because they've been doing stuff for 2 years, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what extent that was for 2 years. I know, like Stanza said in the past, like he did a lot of stuff with like Ludwig's brand promotional stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Suck and fuck off.
Yeah, that was one. That was still their off-brand technically.
Yeah.
Oh bless! I don't understand enough about the high end of business. It's not something I function in, so I couldn't tell you. But I don't know. But I find it funny seeing the amount of people that come into Stan's chat asking the most ridiculous questions about it, being like, "Oh, are you gonna like sign streamer or something like that?" You clearly just don't understand what's been announced at all. And
I didn't. I looked at the website for like a little bit. Was there something on there about games? Because someone was talking about like sending them like games.
Stans wanted to get someone who has successfully published a game on Steam, so that he could see the process.
Right. Okay.
Because they want to help people publish, or is the word publish? And make sure I don't say it wrong.
So what I think is funny about that is because Atriarch did a review of Donkey's game publishing studio that he announced, and he was like, "Yo, damn, this shit's actually kind of fire." And now Off-Brand is like, "Hey, anyone try to publish some games?" So Atrioc was just like, "Damn, what a fucking great idea. We should do that."
Yeah.
I don't think that was the play. I think they probably already had that in the works. And if he'd said it was dog shit, he would have just got called out. So he had to say it was a good idea. I don't think it was an
I can see
inspiration
it
thing.
either way.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah,
True.
because
I mean, also, if they were doing it, he's also gonna think it's a good idea.
yeah, exactly.
So like,
but like,
he's not gonna call it dog shit mainly because as well it's like literally like the idea that they're doing, so he must think it's good to be doing it.
Yeah,
Not even
what I
just
mean,
like
I don't think he watched the Dougie video and went, "Hey, oh, we should do this." I think it was like we're doing this, so this is hype.
Yeah, I honestly could see it either way, but I think I'd lean more towards your idea, to be honest, Curly, of like yeah, Atriot's going to talk about it because it's a big thing to do with business, but then also, you know, yeah, he will think it's good if he's also like planning on doing the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So you guys have approached Off-Brand with a show idea that you want them to produce and do for you. All expenses paid. You can do whatever you want. What are you doing?
Task Manager Season 2.
I actually
Task Manager Season 2 on a private island.
I came up with a game show that I actually really like the idea of, and like, I don't want to say it because it's really good. I will say it, but if I see this come up as like a streamer's thing, or if Off-Brand does this with another creator, I am getting lawyers involved. I want, so like, I'm imagining like 6 players, and they all get given like a briefcase. That has like an amount of money in.
Oh, fuck you, dude. Yeah, and then do they have to? Is it like called like Dealeth or No Dealeth or something?
No. They start at like one side of like a room, and they have to get to like the other side by answering questions. But every time they answer a question, they can either move forward 1 space, they can find out if someone's briefcase is more or less money than theirs, or they can swap a briefcase.
So it's kind of like mobile. It's kind of like Snakes and Ladders with Deal or No Deal.
No, let me quickly draw.
Also, Snakes and Ladders Deal or No Deal also kind of hype.
So it's like, let me just draw some squares.
You open the 1 penny and you have to like slide back down the board.
No, it's whoever gets to the end. Like, you can do the whole swappy thing, but by the time you get to the end, it's whatever box you have. Whoever gets there first gets the money in it. So you could it's just RNG basically, just gambling with extra steps.
I feel like that's more Candyland than Shoots and Ladders, because with Shoots and Ladders, there's like an element of going back, whereas like with Candyland,
yeah.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, it would have been hard.
You guys don't have Candyland?
No, because we're.
Guess what I'm bringing with me when I do my UK tour?
I've played Candyland. It's fucking dog shit.
Can you not bring Candyland? It's the fucking worst game.
I've played
It's a pretty dog shit game. It's literally card flip simulator. There's no skill involved at all.
Here, how about Monopoly, but with real money?
Damn, if only Rooster Teeth didn't do 2 seasons of that.
Oh, I don't know who they are, so like I know their existence, but I never watched any of their content.
Sorry, with real money?
Monopoly.
Oh, they did do Monopoly with real money. That's still a fire idea, though. To be fair.
Yeah, it was really good.
You could do that with streamers in the streamer space.
Okay, we've all got 10 points each. When you advance skill, I magnify money out of the sky.
It's actually very stupid that I've done this and I'm about to send this to you. Because of what the image is.
Is it Snakes and Ladders?
Yeah, I just went on Google and found a Snakes and Ladders board. No, but this honestly is like, it like doesn't help you. But basically, so you stand on the left at the start of the game, and you've got to get to the right.
You've created the image where there's gray dots in the center, even though there's no gray dots.
I have. That was very funny. So you start at the left. You've got to get to the right. You like a trivia question's asked, and then the first person who answers it, like you can like buzz in or whatever. You answer it. You can either take a step forwards, so you're closer to the end, and then once you get to the end, you have your money and it's locked in. So like in the briefcases, there's like an amount of money. So like £500, £100, £50, £10, £1, £0, something like
Okay.
that. So someone would have 0, someone would have like a high amount, and then it'd just be like randomly determined who starts with what.
So can you move to any square?
No, so you're just going in a straight line from left to right.
Because in my head, I thought we could like box someone off in the corner. That'd be hard.
No. You just want to get from one side to the other.
And how do we determine who gets to pick
and
an
this is
action?
just
Is it
this.
you answer trivia questions? You said.
So you answer a trivia question, and then you can either find out if you can go forward a space and get closer to the end. You can pick another person and swap a briefcase with them, or pick another person, and then you can find out if your briefcase is higher or lower.
Oh,
So you can either
okay,
get
okay.
information,
Yeah.
you can blindly swap, or you can move forwards.
This does kind of remind me of
if you get like all the trivia right, you can like instantly just like win everything because you could learn all the information, swap for the right case, and then get to the end. But like you're constantly going to be like battling other people, so there'll be like an element of like Cluedo or Clue, where there's like trying to find out the information before everyone else, so you can use it to your best advantage. But also, you want to keep moving because even if you've got like the best briefcase and you know it, it's going to be quite easy for other people to realize that you've got the right briefcase. So you might have to like bluff as well and try and find the lowest one, so someone tries to swap it at the end.
I was about to say, how would you let the contestants know if it's higher or lower without letting all the contestants know?
whisper in their ear.
You'd have to like take them into like another room or a side, like just like sidebar it.
Or I guess if this was live, you could just have them earpieced up and have Mega Juice speak in their ear or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just something like that. You'd have. It'd be like.
I've been looking at this image the whole time, just thinking how I'd work together with everyone so that we could make a cock and balls. And just like I'd like to think that they glow up as you stand on them, so you could just make cock and ball and go. The person in the middle goes the whole way up.
I'll give you a big clue, Curly. It's really not hard to make cock and balls. It's just that the people at the edge have to go a little bit, and the person in the middle has to go a lot.
But we could do that. I'm just saying it's possible. I'm just saying it is possible. It could be done. You know what I mean? we have the facilities for that.
Yeah, we have the facilities.
I think it needs.
That's my game show. It's only like a generic concept. Like there's more that needs to be done there, but like that's what I do as a game.
I was thinking because basically whoever goes first could win in theory if they got every question right before everyone else.
It's not. It'd be like you buzz in, I assume.
Yeah. Every time it would be like buzzing in.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't be like someone answers a question right and then they just keep getting it until they get wrong. That'd be because you could just have one person steamroll the entire competition.
Kind of reminds me of the Jackbox game, though, the one where you're like dead and then you have
yeah. There was a little bit of it based around that sort of idea, but there's not really much of a catch-up mechanic. But that's like part of the point is like. If someone starts if someone makes like a bid for like someone finds out all the information and then swaps for a case and then is only moving forward and forward and forward when they get it right, it's pretty guaranteed that they've got the best case. So then what you would want to do is then swap with them. So then they've got to like waste a turn getting it back and continuously doing that.
Okay. Here's improvement 1. We have chance squares. Everyone can move diagonally. You can block people off.
Someone's a knight. They can move forward 2 and to side 1.
Yeah. There's mystery squares. There's speed up squares. There's squares that like make you turn back around to go the other way. Wow, unbelievable.
So yeah, that's the show I'd make.
That's interesting.
Do you have a name?
But yeah.
No, he does not.
Do you have anything else, Curly? Or would it just be Task Manager Season 2?
No, actually, if I had a game show, what would it be? I'd really like to do like Takeshi's Castle, like something like that. Like I think that'd be really fun, but like not as like crazy as Takeshi's Castle because someone would get hurt.
You'd have to just to keep like the theme. You'll just have to do like Saikuno's Castle.
Yeah. Who's the general at the end? The way the guy it's Takeshi, but who's the guy who like it's like
Scara.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Like, because Takeshi's the guy whose castle you're storming, but who's like the guy who helps them out? General, whatever his name was.
General Scara.
General Scara. What about you?
Scar
Z?
would,
Have you
Scar
thought
would
about
also
this?
be everyone else as well, like the guy in the,
The NPCs.
yeah, the guy in the maze who like smacks you in the face with like the black painted glove or
Yeah,
whatever.
I'd also like to think, no, the one where they skip over the rocks. He's just got a little rock helmet on and he's underwater.
Scar, yeah. Scar is just in every task. Yeah.
But like you could do something like that, but obviously it'd be hard to get a lot of people. Like, there's actually a really good video someone did. I can't remember if it was Max Fosh or if it was, but they actually or whoever it was, can't remember. But they did a video about like meeting someone who actually won Takeshi's Castle.
That's awesome.
And they did like an interview with him. It was like, was it good? And he was like, yeah, it was alright.
Yeah, I think one of the downsides is like Takeshi's Castle. I think like there'd be an issue if like someone tried to make it today that was like the same, because like I feel like a lot of people got hurt and stuff.
Oh yeah,
So
the one where they jump over the stones. There's probably like 400 concussions. Like you'd have to do the ones that are less.
Yeah, but it's like, is the show that good when you lose that element of like? Because I feel like a lot of the show's humor comes from like the big fallovers and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's why you can easily just do Total Wipeout instead then, with famous people.
I mean, Total Wipeout and Takeshi's Castle are basically just the same thing.
Yeah, they kind of are, except Takeshi's Castle has a bit more racial undertone to it. Yeah. That's the only difference.
They did, or someone in Sanch chat talked about. They're like, "Oh, who would we get for Wipeout?" And someone's like, "Well, Amaranth kind of already did a Wipeout type show."
And Stans also did say she was not the right creator for that.
Right, which I think is Off-Brand just doesn't want to work with ammo, which I think is cringe. But
I don't think that's what I think. If there was I don't know, I think I don't know what would be on like an on-brand show for Amaranth. I don't know.
Wait, what do you mean? Maybe like Off-Brand literally just did a show that was sponsored by Fansly. I'm sure if they cared about that sort of like idea, they wouldn't have gone with they wouldn't have gone with Fansly when the ad read was literally, you can find adult content on this website.
Dude, fucking X tried to do the first ad read for Fansly. It was so fucking funny.
It was.
And then after that, they were just like, you know what? We'll have Omega G / Mogul Mail / Ludwig do it.
Mm.
Wait, that was Ludwig?
No, it was Mogul Mail.
Mogul Mail. I hate that. I hate that so much.
It's funny because it was literally the same bit as Ludwin. Like when he did his Glitch channel, called it Ludwin. So it's just the same bit again, but it's like, oh, I love Mogul Mail, not Ludwig. It's like, we've already done this bit, guys.
Also, just like the bit from like every YouTuber from like 2015. It just does cycles. These things just do cycles. Like whenever PewDiePie was popping off, and he used to do like Pew News, whatever it was called, and he would pretend to be Poppy Gloria and all, and then like 4 other people. It just does cycles. And there was probably someone before that who pretended to be different people, and people would be like, "Oh, you're not said YouTuber. You're insert name of fake character here." Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like, whenever Zillia talks about her offline persona, it's Aurelia, and then the online persona is Zillia. I'm like, oh yes, of course.
Brilliant.
What about you?
I've already talked about mine. I do think it wouldn't be like the most profitable thing for Off-Brand, but I still think it would be a cool concept to see brought to life. Would be like Twitch's next top streamer, where like you would have like a celebrity host, like a fucking a Ludwig of sorts, or an Atrioc. I think this would be like in Ludwig's wheelhouse, kind of. And then you have a bunch of
kind of like Austin's
show that he did, where he did like a talent show, basically.
Yes, but no. It would be like a weekly show. No. I like Flying Aces in the sense that like we're giving streamers challenges, but I would want it to be more streaming related, not make a fucking thumbnail, do other cringe things.
What was that? Do a subathon.
Yeah.
Play Super Autopets for 6 hours.
Play Pogo Stock.
But like the main thing would be like it would be a lot like American Idol, like you'd have chat vote every week. And then I do want some amount of like panel judges, so that way it's not just the affiliate with 800 followers wins because everyone else only had like 400, like things like that.
Britain's Got Talent and that have a mixture of real judges and that. You can just steal exactly how they do the judging.
Yeah, they do a vote and then the bottom 2, and then the panel or the judges vote in the bottom 2 who goes home.
Yeah, you can do that.
So it means if someone unfairly keeps getting put in the bottom because they don't like them, they can get kept in. That's basically how Britain's Got Talent works.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I would want to do. Because like I've the recurring theme. I'm out here trying to look out for the little guy, trying to build people up. And I think that having a platform like that and just being able, because like there are so many funny fucking affiliates that just don't have an audience, because like they either like don't know how to like grow on Twitch or whatever, and so like being able to do a show like this to get your name just in front of a bunch of people's eyes, and then if you actually are funny and have the juice, then people will follow you regardless of whether you win the show or not. And I think it would just be like a really beneficial thing for a lot of smaller streamers. And obviously you'd have to like have people submit audition tapes and like have a team go like vet people before we just grab a bunch of fucking no names and throw them on stream. But,
yeah, well, I mean, they actually do that a lot of that stuff for like a lot of those talent shows anyway.
Yeah,
like a lot of them are like pre-vetted. Like for X Factor, I'm fairly sure it's pre-vetted.
What happens with X Factor is my cousin applied for it 1 year. You go through 2 rounds of video with like producers first before you can get invited to go to the live one.
Yeah, and it wouldn't surprise me if the same thing happens for Britain's Got Talent as well.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like some amount of, because I know American Idol, they do just like, or they used to, I don't even know if American Idol still exists anymore, but they would just do like walk-ons. Because I had friends, it seemed like every 2 or 3 years I'd have like 4 or 5 people on my Facebook be like, oh, gonna go like do walk-on auditions for American Idol. So like there's an amount of just letting randos through the door.
Yeah,
but I would
depends how
assume
many people
most of
apply
them
from certain places, I assume. Because like I'm sure big, like the way X Factor and stuff did it was they would go to all the big cities, like they go to like capital cities in the UK, but then they go to like Stoke-on-Trent, and then there wouldn't be as many people there, so they'd just be like, just fucking come in, like doors open, come juggle your fucking.
But the people that get like the 5-minute biopics on them, those are definitely pre-vetted people. I doubt they're going through the time to produce a segment on.
Oh god, yeah.
A walk-on that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the walk-ons that were good, like there would be no footage of them like waiting, would they? Because they wouldn't know that they were going to be good. So,
right.
It's like if they shot any footage of them waiting beforehand, that's either filmed after their audition and they're just pretending it's before, or it was pre-vetted.
But yeah, so like the downside is that like in general, people don't give a fuck about randos, and they just want to see big celebrities interact or big streamers interacting with each other.
It's
so
true, but you are, with that idea of the show, still getting that big streamer element because it's like hosted by a big streamer. You would have streamer panel of judges. So like it still works, and I mean, like we say, Austin show did a similar-ish kind of thing where the majority of the content came from small people. For an Austin show, I think it was alright. I think it was just sort of like same level of stuff. But I think if it was like a produced show where people came in, then although that's the thing though, because like, are you judging someone's like ability to be a streamer if they're physically in a studio?
Well, I don't think you'd have people in studio, because that makes this like kind of an easier thing to do. Like you would have the judges in studio, but like you would have everyone running their stream.
Okay.
To be in.
I think I understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to work out what would be the challenges. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
what would,
that is kind of the kicker.
Yeah.
Like basically what you're saying is I want a show where they just show a whole bunch of random streams. You want Gogglebox, but where they just randomly watch a Humegalol stream.
Gogglebox is literally just stands as react.
Here, all I'm saying is imagine a Gogglebox where you've got all like the reactors, the best reactors. Yeah. They just sit and they go, all right, we're going to just chat and search by lowest views. Go in and just go, all right, we're gonna watch this for 10 minutes, and they just watch it and either critique him or go, this guy's funny.
Fucking, what would be an insane challenge is like react to this video, and then you just have to like fucking react for a grade, basically.
And it's just like horrific footage of 9/11. Oh my god, that would be a good like you imagine, like I'm thinking of like a sort of like hidden thing show similar
like
to
hired or fired,
but like you just got to like react to a video, but like
you can't see it.
You can't see the video.
You can only hear audio cues. I'm like you can only hear certain audio cues. So
you can,
like you'll hear like a plane going through the sky or something, and then you'll hear like, and then they'll be like, "Oh, whoa!" But it's actually just 9/11.
They're showing like the first like 5 seconds of the clip, and then the rest of it like changes, and it's like that one scene where it's like the Toy Story scene. It's like we're not aiming for the truck, and then it's like intercut with 9/11.
Be fair.
So it's just like, oh, I really love this film. It's so good, and then it's just 9/11 happening.
I'm fairly sure. Did Alpharad do a video recently where he tried to make random people YouTubers?
I don't
know. Where basically he brought. I spelled his name so wrong. Was it Alpharad? 1 second, let me see. Because I definitely watched that video that he did. Oh yeah, proving that anyone could be a YouTuber 2 weeks ago. It really did not do good views wise. It was one of the worst viewing things on his channel.
Alfred cannot be a YouTuber.
Yeah, but basically, basically what he did was he like told people like he was like, okay, I'm gonna like do a face, like do this face that we're gonna make, or like he give them a thumbnail or like a title and went, I need you to like do a reaction as if this was the thought, like this is the thumbnail, do a reaction that's appropriate kind of thing. And then what did he do by the end of it? Oh, he just like showed them a whole bunch of thumbnails and titles and went, which one got more views and shit like that. What was one?
That's cool.
It was interesting, definitely worth watching. He also did point out that like every Naruto OVA that has Linkin Park on it has more views than you'd think. Like way more. What's it? Rock
like
Lee
tens of millions on each.
Yeah, 1 sec. 1 sec. Linkin Park. Let me see how much Rock Lee versus Gara Linkin Park has. Yeah, 56 million views. Rock Lee versus Gara. Huh?
But like, are any of those going to be monetized?
Well, no, it's from 14. It's from 14 years ago when it has Linkin Park on it, and the subtitles are in Portuguese. Like, I really don't think.
Yeah, but who cares if it does well if it doesn't make you money? It's like pointless.
Wow.
Well, like in a YouTuber sense, it's like if you're going to become a YouTuber, you can't be a YouTuber who gets no money from the videos because you use copyright material in them all.
Yeah, but Rock Lee versus Gara, Linkin Park.
Yeah, dude, make your own original like guitar music.
Your own
original anime, and then. No, I reckon if you use music that wasn't Linkin Park and it was like royalty free, you'd get away with that.
Here is Naruto. Wait, no, that's not. That's one second. Let me see. I'm trying to work out what has the most views. The Gara one, luckily, oh, this has 46 million. Holy shit! It's from 3 years ago. Oh my god. Dragon Ball Z, Linkin Park, Numb, 8 million views. Oh, what a world we live in. Just put Linkin Park in anything is what we've learned. Can we just play a whole Linkin Park album at the end of the podcast and just LSF podcast featuring Linkin Park, see if it pops?
I'm down.
Do fair, we did. Like, I just pressed play right now and we can listen to some Linkin Park.
Yes, I'm sure like an hour and a bit into a podcast is where the algorithm really gets us.
Yeah.
This is the point where people normally turn off, but here in Linkin Park now, we'll keep them going to the end now.
Speaking of going to the end, what about gods, guys? What do we think about gods?
Oh, okay.
We've talked about this for so long, and we are finally doing an LSF religion tier list with an asterisk.
Yeah, it's the best religion this time.
It is. I pressed the wrong button. This is Z's one.
3 gods.
Alrighty, what do you think I ranked them on?
Let me quickly go to podcast because I want to.
How good of an Uber Eats driver they are, or Uber? Is it Uber?
Yeah, I'm gonna say just Uber.
Damn. Yeah.
I binked it first time.
Yeah. Is this the first time we've binked someone's like on the dot?
Maybe.
I will say I only did the ones that I have opinions on because there's like a bunch of other ones that we go like, ooh, we could but no, fucking. So the tip in 5-star. We got the baddies. You can't not tip the hot Uber driver.
So
male or female, I would say.
One.
Hey,
there's just not a lot of like baddie male Greek gods. But if there were, they would also be in the 5-star tier. And then Athena, she also got that brain on her. And
Hey,
So,
on a different note, sorry, Z, before you keep going, I don't know about Land Eagle, but I have zero knowledge of the Greek lore. I don't really know it too hot.
I have a little bit. I didn't know all of these people, but I knew a few of them.
Yeah, I see your
Did you
tier list and assume you
read-
had none.
did you
Who's
read
I don't know who's the one above Apollo.
Hades?
Hades nuts.
I fucking hate it here, son of a bitch.
Dude, I was like, no, he's not gonna fall for it. He's not going to.
I can't believe that worked.
I'm just gonna stop trusting Lion Eagle. Anytime Lion Eagle asks me a question, I'm just like,
brother, if you look at this whole list, and if like any normie in the world was like, okay, I know Zeus, and they probably know Hades, and they probably know Poseidon, they're about to.
Who's the guy above Apollo? Yeah, the most famous god. Yeah. So Aphrodite's all about love, right? Athena's all about fight and war. No, but not war.
Sorry, I just wanted
That
to
is the
I'm just saying, so Z, while you
Oh,
go through
wisdom.
them,
Oh, never
if you
mind
could
then.
drop some lore as well,
Hades-
because you did say she's
So,
all about the
per-
brain. I don't
Yeah,
know if
she's the
that's
goddess
lore
of wisdom.
accurate.
So like, not
Ah.
only will she like get you there, she
Yeah.
like knows like the back routes. She like goes off maps that she can get you there faster.
Her car
Uh,
flies somehow. She knows she's so lore heavy that she could just fly.
Probably
Big brain.
have like a flying chariot or some shit. That's what they all have.
Persephone is Hades' wife, absolute baddie. Aphrodite is the goddess of love, absolute baddie. It's like you've all heard of like stories of people hooking up with their Uber drivers.
Wait,
I'm not saying that's what Aphrodite does, but like, come on.
Wait, what's Persephone the god of? Being Hades' wife?
Well, yeah, she just is. Hades. Not all of the people on the list are gods.
That's disgusting.
Spoilers. Yeah. Like Hermes, he's not a god himself. He's just like the messenger for the gods.
What? And he made this tier list? It's a joke. Who made this?
Hermes
Who
destroys
made-
castles. That's what I know.
Hades nuts, god of the underworld. I guess he's fairly daddy. And if you die, like you're already with the guy who's gonna like take care of you afterwards. So it's like, if there's anyone to get in a car crash and die with, it's Hades. Artemis, goddess of the hunt, fucking hunting
No,
for.
that's I was mixing up Artemis and Athena.
Goddess
of the
the
hunt.
cunt.
Whoa.
If anyone knows tracking and like how to like find some place, it's Artemis.
Okay.
Hermes, speedy quick. He fucking delivers for a goddamn job. He better fucking know how to deliver my drunk ass to the fucking McDonald's at 2 a.m.
Is he the guy with the little fly shoes?
He is the guy with the little fly shoes.
Nice.
Apollo carry the car.
So Apollo's the god of the sun. He is just kind of fucking annoying. He's also like speedy quick, but he's like always keeps his fucking brights on.
I don't know if people
and
can see this
it's-
picture of him, but he looks like a real fuckboy in this picture.
That definitely looks like I don't know where these images have come from, but that one looks like it's come from like some Percy Jackson fan art.
Yeah.
Hephaestus would not shut the fuck up about this
It's
car
big-
that he made.
Big Forge boy. He made the Thunderbolts, right?
Yeah, he makes Zeus's thunderbolts. He's the god of the forge / Zeus and Hera's like fucking ugly child. They're like, damn, you're fucking ugly. So they threw him off the mountain, and then he lived. And he's like, all right, guess I'm just gonna make a forge down here and hang out.
Guess I'm just gonna make weapons for my dad who threw me off a mountain. Kind of cringe.
That's actually beta energy. What the fuck?
That's very beta energy. Fucking make a thunderbolt and fucking shank your dad with it.
Yeah, like instead of like killing him, he's like, "Here, Dad, take these weapons." Like, thank you.
Here's some weapons so you can
To be
abuse
fair, in
weapons.
God of War, he does make weapons for Kratos to go kill the gods. But it's kind of like a double cross sort of thing. Because like at the end, he's like, he was just like, oh, I made you these weapons just to get you on my side, and now I'm gonna kill you. And they're like, all right, bitch. And then you just fucking, he's like one of the easier boss fights in the game.
Then
I
you
thought
kill
it
him
was-
with the weapons that they handed to you.
I thought it was gonna be like Heritage, like where he killed off all his family. He's like, "No, I'm the guy." Does it work that way? Is that how this works, like Queen style? No, they just don't take over. Like,
So in God of War 1, you kill Ares, the god of war, and then you become
Whoa!
Ares.
the God of
Yeah.
War.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right? Crazy.
That's the
Where the name
name.
comes from.
Crazy.
So,
I'm
like-
going to also become the God of War. Or you
So
can call
kinda.
it, I will become the God of War 2.
Yeah, he's God of War 3.
Yeah, and then in God of War 2, the Titans are like pissed off at you for some reason. Well, Zeus betrays you in God of War 2. And he's like, all right, you're a bitch now.
Is
So you
Zeus not just kind of a cunt?
Yeah, Zeus is actually just like the biggest
to be fair,
douchebag in all of.
he got that from his dad as well, though. Kronos, who literally just like ate all of his children.
True.
I've watched a guy talk about Percy Jackson, so I'm aware of this character.
Yeah. Zeus was a vomit baby.
Oh, he was like spit up cummies.
Fun fact. No, I hate that. No, it was like foretold that one of his children would like overtake his throne, so they just ate all his kids.
There's better ways to do it.
And then Zeus crawled his way out from the inside and took over his throne.
Yeah, he piloted him like a mech.
Why didn't he chew? Always chew your food, brother. Didn't he just swallow them in one go? And you just go.
That's true. Stop swallowing all these baby gods.
Did he Kirby his fucking ass and just go? Like, just suck them in.
Just Kronos just going wow wow, just like, scooping them all in,
and shits him out like a lightning bolt.
Yeah,
Sorry,
he
Zeus.
Very good.
He swallows him and then he just gets a thunderbolt on his head. Yeah, we're at Poseidon. I think we're up to.
Poseidon, he's just I don't fucking know. Like you get in his car, it's gonna be dirty. Smells like fucking like soggy, kind of stale. Because like in my head, Poseidon's always been like the bro dude god.
He's a surfer, bro. He's a surfer, bro god.
Basically,
he knows how to get anywhere as long as it's via the coast.
And like he's the only one where like his full-time job is doing Uber.
Poseidon
Because
is
he
kind of
doesn't
like
have a real
budget
job.
Aquaman, I'll say.
Because what is he the god of? The sea, or is it like the ocean? Like
the ocean.
yeah, like
Fish specifically.
just fish. Yeah,
It's not
Yeah.
fish
just
specifically.
fish. No, that's Aquaman.
Specifically tuna.
The god of tuna.
Poseidon, the god of tuna.
Yeah, I got a lot of tin shit in here. I think I'm the god of tuna right now. What's Hera?
And then Hera is just like the most like Karen fucking uppity
Hera, I
white
hardly know her.
suburban mom who's like just doing this on the weekends. And then like as you're writing, things are going fine. And then she just like says some offhanded thing about like trans women in sports, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, just shut the fuck up, please.
Hera would be played by J.K. Rowling.
You'll be driving into town or whatever. She goes, yeah. Before you had one of them Asians in the car, and you're like, oh
Which one?
no.
She locks the door once you get to the bad side of town.
Which one's the married to Zeus one?
That's Hera.
Hera, yeah, she's a
okay.
fucking bitch. She fucking like tries to kill Hercules all the time.
Hercules.
I mean, to be fair, Hercules is also like Zeus's bastard son, of which Zeus turned into a swan and raped a woman or something.
Yeah.
To be fair, Zeus has like literally hundreds of bastard children.
Yeah, and then Hera's like, "What, you expect me to care about this kid?"
It's like, is Zeus not like the top G? Like, is he not the one everyone talks about?
He is the god of gods.
But then, like, he like as a rule, not like you're not supposed to like fuck with the humans, but then he literally fucks the humans.
In Percy Jackson lore, everyone fucks the humans. And that's how you get demigods and how you get Camp
Yeah.
Half-Blood, because Half-Blood is literally people that have godparents,
Yeah, but I thought
fairly godparents.
And you got
Yeah.
mudbloods as well. Who
I-
don't have any magical parents.
my brothers have godparents. If you see them fucking shooting lightning bolts. But like I thought they weren't really supposed to get in touch. Like it just doesn't make sense to me. Like I feel like he's the guy who's like, well, I make the rules, but so I can break them, kind of thing.
Nah, back in like the Greek and Romans and that, they were all fucking with people all the time.
Yeah.
It's like all they did is because they just blamed every bad thing on like another god existing. So it's
Yeah,
It's
they're
like,
like,
oh, someone got struck by lightning. Yeah, it was Zeus.
oh.
It's not because he decided wearing a copper hat was a good idea.
And so then we've got Pan, our god of the satyrs.
But he didn't really say why Zeus was. We
He's
just
just
got
kinda-
talk
he's-
shit on Zeus, but
Yeah, he's just a fuck.
yeah,
He'd fuck you.
he turned
Yeah,
into a swan
that's
and
actually no, it's
flew in the
literally
car.
what I put it in. He
Yeah.
would try and fucking. He's the guy trying to sleep with his passengers.
True.
Like, so, well, let me like, what are you doing after the bar?
I'm noticing a trend here. So Aphrodite tries to sleep with the passengers, 5-star plus tip. Zeus tries to sleep with the passengers.
No, but the difference with Zeus is
two of them.
the difference between Zeus is he gets to your house and goes, "Oh, so you live here?"
Oh god.
It's about the approach.
Yeah.
He sort of like stops, doesn't unlock the door, takes a good look at your house, then unlocks the door and goes, "Oh, your house is nice."
This is a bad neighborhood. I feel like it'd take a long time for the police to get here.
Are those locks sturdy on your gate, or?
No, Zeus is the dude. He like drops you off at the bar, and then he goes in fucking parks, and then he comes in and like hits on you at the bar, like after he just dropped you off.
Oh yeah. Then Pan, he has a labyrinth.
He does have a labyrinth. He hangs out with the satyrs, and he's just a fucking hippie.
He's a goat.
So it's kind of like Poseidon, but worse.
Is he a goat guy?
If a man fucks goats, I ain't getting in his car.
Wait, can he drive? Is he like Centaur?
He's a satyr. He has goat bottoms.
Goat legs. No wonder man can't even fucking drive a car. You got hooves. You got sliding off those pedals. You wouldn't be going anywhere.
That's fair. They might go sliding off the pedals. You get little shoes.
Little feet. Gets actual feet, and he puts his hooves into them.
Yeah, prosthetic feet that he uses for his driving.
So what's Ares and Dionysus?
Ares just road rage. Like he just fucking.
Dionysus is
so
like the
bad.
god of like wine and like.
He is the god of wine. Yeah. So we got Dionysus the drunk driver, and we got Ares the fucking road rage king, bringing up the "I'm not getting in your car." I guess that's what I should have made this fucking tier instead of reported. It's just "I'm not getting in your car."
Yeah. I like how you still sort of went, I'm getting in. I'm going to get in with a drunk driver. And the guy who's literally just shouting slurs out the window. Yeah.
Hey, listen, if I'm drunk enough, who am I to say that Dionysus can't drive me home, you know?
That's fair, yeah.
It's like, fuck, we're in this together, bud.
Hey, you look at them and go, well, you've had less to drink than me, so we're good.
So you actually missed off a fair few here, Z.
I did, yeah. I just left off people that I couldn't come up with a funny bit related to their ranking.
Well, Landigo can cover them in his tier list, where he is, his is quite good. He's ranked them alphabetically.
What a fucker.
I rank them alphabetically with with different categories for each letter that they start with. So in the A category, you've got Aphrodite. I think it's pretty self-explanatory why Aphrodite's in there.
Shut the fuck up and let. Who's Ascapus?
Yeah, some people have said that Aspis shouldn't really be in A tier, but I think that that they really earned it. To be honest.
Uh-huh.
You the fucker who did broccoli for B tier.
Broccoli for B? I don't know. I don't remember that.
Oh no, that was a fucking Grub Butts bit. Truman just kept fucking. We were going like through the alphabet, and we were like, "How would you rank asparagus?" He's like, "You know, I'd probably give that A tier. Carrots are kind of C tier." Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so I'll go for the rest of these gods. So Asclepius is the god of snakes. As you can see, that there's a snake in his picture.
Oh, is that real?
It's actually Asclepius is how that's pronounced.
Yeah, Asclepius.
It's Dementor.
Yeah, the god of trouser snakes, Asclepius.
Dementor's actually someone I should know.
Demeter, I hardly know her. Is the goddess of spring. Eris is the goddess of purple shit. Eros is the god of hammocks.
No, Eros is Thanos' half brother.
Actually, also true. Well, Thanos is actually down here later in the Thanatos down here.
Oh, so true.
Oh, you're right. That is Thanos. You're so right. That's Celine Dion.
Yeah, that's
Celine Dion.
That's Celine, god of Las Vegas.
God of Dion.
That's actually Celine, Queen, Master of Magicians. She's a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
This is Hebe, god of the heebie-jeebies.
Hecate?
It's Hecate, actually. Goddess of torches. Helios.
Hebe is actually the goddess of lollies, in case you were wondering.
The goddess of what? Sorry? Lollies?
Yeah.
BRB?
She's the goddess of
Helios is the god of the space station for Borderlands.
1 second, is he in a chariot or wheelchair? Hit me.
Both, actually.
Because it does look like he's in a wheelchair. Like, that's just Joe from Family Guy.
Yeah, it's the god of wheelchair.
Yeah, people in wheelchairs actually just pray to this guy. It's not because they have any sort of disability. They're just religious Helios supporters. Then we've got Hestia.
I just realized fucking Iris got her titties out.
Does. Yeah, Hypnos is the god of hypnotization, funnily enough.
Is that what it is? Because it does look like they're off their fucking nuts.
Yeah, Iris. Yeah, that's actually their soul getting stolen in their sleep by a Hypno from Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
Iris is the god of eyeballs and using those eyeballs to stare at those massive fucking honkers.
Also, like the Egyptian goddess of life for some reason.
Yeah.
Weird double dipping.
I'm gonna get titties off the
screen. Nemesis is a character from Resident Evil. Nike the god of shoes, obviously.
Yeah.
That doesn't need to be said.
Nyx,
the goddess of consonants, because they don't use
stealing.
That's the goddess Stevie Nicks.
Yes, the goddess Stevie Nicks. Yeah. We've talked about Pan's Labyrinth.
Psychic.
Psyche. Yeah, Psyche. The
Psychic Impala.
Yeah, the goddess of Psychic Impala. And then we've got Thanos and Zeus and Celine Dion.
Yep.
So less of a tale, it's more of a Greek history lesson for everyone.
Fair.
That's what all those gods are.
I appreciate the god lore.
So I've done mine. I don't know anything about most of these people. So I've done these based on whether I think they're good and or what crime they would commit.
I'd have told you.
So I've sort of, like, based on some of the knowledge I have, these guys just look a little sus. I know who he is. Definitely kills people. He just looks a little sussy.
Hades doesn't kill people; he just hangs out. So what's funny?
He hangs out with dead people, like that. Like that's like if I hung around dead bodies, people would assume I kill people.
But yeah, so like because he hangs out with dead people, people are like, oh, that Hades guy kind of cringe. Well, like Hades is actually just like the most like code-abiding, kind of genuine, least underhanded god in Greek mythology.
Yeah, well, he's got a bad rap, so sorry, brother.
He's got a bad rap because he's Disney.
Yeah.
He's made him the villain, so he's the villain.
I don't know. Nemesis' name literally just like. Is there a character in The Incredibles called Nemesis, or am I thinking like is there a hero called Nemesis?
It's Syndrome. You thinking of that?
Yeah, I know Syndrome, but I feel like if there was, Nemesis would be a bad guy in The Incredibles and kill people.
Thinking of Nemesis Prime, the dark reincarnation of Optimus Prime from the Transformers.
Oh, you're so right. Remember when the Allspark did something? Remember? Oh fuck!
Put it in my chest, Sam. Put the cube in my chest.
She looks like she would kill you. I just can't describe it other way. This looks like Witch of the Dark or Black Forest. The Yu card Witch of the Black Forest. It'll literally suck you into a big scary place and you're fuckerino. So all these people to me look like they either enjoy incest or were created via incest.
I'm gonna be honest, like the kills people, incest, and war crimes that could probably just like have all of these people in.
Yeah, no, but I don't know the lore.
Is like the circle of the diagram.
Kills people, incest, and war crime. That just sounds like the three things you need to be a Greek god.
Yeah, it's like the holy trinity of like the body, the holy body, the spirit, and the fucking Jesus, whatever the fuck it is.
The classic lion eagle move of like looking further down the list, but the fact that Hera is in Prob's good is cringe.
But I don't know who any of these people
literally
are.
Just like all the white women in Prob's good.
That's not true.
Not true, but also still based.
Some of them are incest. So I got the whole like hypnosis. Like, obviously I don't watch this, but if you've ever watched any kind of hentai before, hypnosis is a big theme in that, and it may have.
I thought you were going to talk about hypno porn in general. I didn't realize it was hypno hentai specifically.
Yeah, that's very popular.
There's a popular thing of hypnotizing like family members
in hentai. Not that I would know.
Of course.
That's very cringe. I mean, you do know. It doesn't mean that you've watched it.
I don't know. I just watch it. I don't pay attention.
I don't really know, but I do watch.
Yeah, it just happens. I'm like, oh shit, is that what's happening?
I just see colors on the screen and then.
It's Japanese, brother. I don't speak no weeb. This
Yeah,
guy.
watch your hentai
I watch
dubbed
hentai
or
What
subbed.
the- this like I know you described his story, but to me he does sound look like a basement baby. Like in my mind, before you even told me that he got like thrown off the mountain. In my head, it was
Oh,
like he
yeah.
was born. He was born, put in the basement, and just forgotten about. They were like the shame on the family, the like, little incest baby. He looks like a royal member, like a royal family member by default. Incest. Look at this picture. It's just like, oh, my
He's a
sister.
product of incest. He doesn't incest himself.
No, from this picture, this looks like
I mean, he's also called Ass Clappus. We already noticed.
no, not him. We're leaving. We're on Eros.
Oh, Eros. Okay.
You're on Eros. Eros sitting there. That's like one of those scenes where, oh shit, my stepsister just walked into my room and I happened to be naked.
What are you doing, stepbro?
yeah. Like he's like, oh shit, you called me jerking off. Oh, I guess we just gotta have kids
those
now.
my underwears?
What are you doing, step god?
If you just wanted my underwear, all you had to do was
Stop! I've seen that one.
That's
I'm
right.
just kidding. Hermes.
Not nowadays, let's be honest.
Hermes, is an incest baby because he is still small. Actually, 50 million years old or whatever. It's like every lolly from every anime. Actually, 500 million years old, but very small.
It's literally Hebe, though. That's her whole shtick.
Is that what Hebe's stick is?
Yeah, she's the goddess of youth.
Oh, Hebe, get into incest, baby. I know this says Persephone, but I originally read it as Persona, and
It went into it.
Yeah, went into incest.
Weebs getting incest.
Yeah, when the weebs go into incest, it's a big, actually surprisingly big problem in Japan.
Oh.
All these people just look like they're gonna kill someone.
Why?
Also-
wait, what's a big problem in Japan? Incest.
Yeah.
Why are they all fucking the siblings?
Because they don't leave their houses.
They need to go on the Touchgrass podcast.
Yeah, they do. No, we don't. No, fuck other podcasts. I'm joking.
No free clout.
Yeah, no. All the 2 people that are watching this.
I'll tell you what. Afghans can plug the Touchgrass podcast when he comes on this one.
Yeah. That's fair then. That's different. Nike is a massive corporation, definitely committed war crimes.
True.
All these other people literally look like they're killing people, like as it stands. Thanos is like fucking thunder.
What do you mean? Helios is just about to like rip a Beyblade while sat in a wheelchair.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's literally letting it rip at the same time.
That's not a sword in his hand. That's the cord of Beyblade.
One sec. This is the other side. This is the other side of the picture. She's just like ripped it up the way. And this, if you put these 2 images together, there's a Beyblade rig in the middle that you can't see.
That's exactly what it is.
Everyone that's in prob's good. I just looked at their picture and went, yeah, sure. Like, if you look at this and like that isn't like, I'm a holy paladin, I'm lawful good. Like, I don't know what isn't.
That's definitely the picture a lot of people have sent me for their like characters that are clerics and paladins and D&D.
I'm lawful good. I just want to help all of my friends.
I'm good, even like in the worst circumstances.
Yeah.
Something's morally grey, but I should really turn the other cheek because it's not important. No.
Yeah. This murderer killed 500 people, and the rest of the party want to put him down. No, I think you should have a fair trial. All these people.
Listen, all I'm saying is everyone has a right to due process.
But yeah, no, these are just having a real opinion.
That's actually a very funny character. That's a very funny character, though. So it's just like every time it's like you're fighting like a mindless blob. It's like you're fighting like a gelatinous cube, and you're like, guys, everyone should be entitled to due process, and he just gets absorbed. But yeah, you put all the where the white women at, prob's good. That's where they are.
Yeah.
Props.
Yeah. Hey, please love me.
To be fair, I've never met a white woman that has done wrong.
I will say he also put the black woman in props good, so
yeah,
racism defeated.
It's not my fault that there's not many black Greek gods. It's not my problem.
I'll say I'm fairly sure that that's a more modern artist interpretation. I'm fairly sure if you found artwork similar to like the other ones that are there, that character would probably have been white.
Yeah, they also have small
when
cots.
drawn in whenever these paintings were done, Renaissance or whatever.
Renaissance? Who's that?
Renaissance, I hardly know her.
There's no setup there.
Wow, New Yard merch coming out. I just got an email about it because I paid for the Patreon. Wow.
Yeah, it's like
anything...
auto shop looking stuff.
So I guess while we're talking about Greek stories, what about student stories from the
Man, so we literally just talked about jobs, like, you know, working at an auto shop. You're like, damn, speaking of jobs, Z, do you have any stories from your job? And I'd be like, wow, Curly, what a great setup.
I read the thing before I thought about it.
Speaking of setups, let's set up for this next topic.
Whoa! Okay, I'm just gonna play Linkin Park right now. One thing.
Let's go.
I'm liking the sound of C.
I had a just kids being weird again. So I started when I first started, they did a walkthrough. They're like, "Hey, this is a social studies class that you're gonna come in for 5th hour and help out." And then when I got to the classroom I'm with like most of the day, she was like, absolutely under no circumstances are you leaving during 5th hour. I need you here for 5th hour. I was like, damn, sucks that they introduced me to this girl. I was like, can't wait to work with you. And then just didn't work with her. But this week we finally got schedules and shit sorted. So I started in the social studies classroom and holy shit, that class is the worst fucking class I have ever been in. And the fact that they prioritized me going to that science class that I do for 3rd hour over going to this 5th hour is insane. I feel so bad that this teacher's been raw dogging it by herself for these weeks. All of these kids.
It's not a good way.
That's not a great sentence.
Yeah, I can't believe this teacher has been raw dogging those kids without any help. Oh,
This teacher's been raw dogging this for so long.
I specifically didn't say she was raw dogging the kids. That was Curly putting words in my mouth.
I didn't say raw dogging the kids, but you said she's been raw dogging this for so long. It's so funny. I've definitely seen that video.
But we were doing a so what I just said something to the Discord that's kind of just funny. My phone is actively breaking right now.
Oh dear.
Okay. Low battery, 100%. Nice.
Yeah, I took it off the battery and it was like battery low, charge phone, 100%.
How I feel in the morning.
Wow.
That's a fire tweet. I'm stealing that.
Hashtag. No, don't matter. Sorry.
In such studies, we were talking about like societal norms and stuff like that. And this one girl was like, "Oh yeah, so like when dads like drop you off in the morning and then they're super mad, and because they're super mad, they end up going home and they end up drinking a bunch." And then she was like acting out her dad yelling at her in the car, and I was just like, "Oh honey, there is so much to unpack here with this. Like, I get that you're being like funny and like trying to like put on a performance for the class, but this is like one of those like you're overshare without realizing you're oversharing."
Yeah.
And I was like, well, she definitely has an alcoholic dad.
She
Unfortunate.
accidentally uses her own name in the story. It's like,
Dude, I still don't know this girl's name, if I'm being honest. I know who she is because she's very fucking loud, and she's like one of the people I have to tell to stop talking every hour. But I don't know her name. I'm so bad. I'm just now learning the kids in the science class's name, and I've been with them since I started. So.
Girl one, please stop talking.
I'll just like walk up and like tap them on the shoulders, like, "Hey, I need you to calm down for me, thanks."
No, what you do is no one really assert your dominance, snap in their faces, and go, "Hey, you, stop it!"
Hey, kid.
What was it that Ludwig said? Was it concierge?
Concierge.
Oh, was it garçon? Garçon.
Yeah, garçon is French for waiter. Yeah. Garçon.
He would snap and say garçon when he wanted the bill.
Oh. Do you know what? That's also such an American thing. Apparently, the whole not the snapping thing, but like physically like reaching out to waiters. I don't know about your experience in this, but like my experience as a like here, I sat at a table with my friends for an extra 30 minutes because none of us had the like maybe social skills or like ability to be like then walk past and you go
Me, it definitely depends. If I like need something for my food if they walk past like 2 or 3 times, I'll like maybe like and like they don't check in on the table, I'll be like, hey, sorry, I know you're busy, but can I get like hot sauce or whatever? I try and be like not a dick about it. But if it's like just waiting for my tab, I'm never gonna say anything.
Yeah, all I know is there's like when I was married, everyone just like puts their hand and it's like, hey, yo, over here, and I'm like,
yeah, it's a fairly common thing to do.
oh my god.
But yeah, I don't know. People are out here living their life, doing their job. I'm not gonna fucking be more of a burden than I need to be.
I definitely think that's reduced since COVID, though. Like the amount of like places that do that. Like,
Well, yeah, because
I
now you can
I don't-
pay with a fucking QR code at your table.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
there's a lot of stuff like that. And then like, I don't know. Maybe it's just a thing of like when COVID hit, and then like they had like less people in for a while. Maybe they just got used to the idea of like definitely
Well, so
making
it's
sure.
funny.
that-
The Venn diagram of like old rude ass boomers and anti-vaxxers who died of COVID is like almost a circle.
Oh, true.
And so there's just a lot less
That's
rude
it.
people.
There's
We're
not
down
really
a million rude bitches. Don't get me wrong. There's still plenty of rude bitches to go around, but
Yeah, the reason why they couldn't just come to your table in the first place is because they were too busy getting some impatient assholes bill because they kept snapping their fingers. So now that they're not having to do that because they died of COVID, they've got enough time to bring your bill to your table and say, here's the bill.
So
Yeah.
what we're saying here at the LSF podcast was that COVID was a good thing for society on the whole.
so true.
COVID was the
Mhm.
best thing to happen to the baby boomers of the world.
COVID was the best thing to happen since the potato famine. I don't know. Insert other bad thing. I don't know.
Insert the
There was
bad
what I
thing.
was gonna say, but it's just no.
Was it one that got rid of a certain subsection of
No.
Alrighty. So every Tuesday, my class, we get to go to the library, right? And
Uh-huh.
there's this kid in our class. He's just like very shy, very quiet. Our first week, he didn't even pick out a book because he's just like kind of like socially awkward, didn't know what book to pick. And last week, he just went and he grabbed a fucking random book off the shelf, looked at it for like 2 seconds, was like, all right, I'll get this one, just so he like has a book and feels included. The book he grabbed off is called The Cat That Went to Heaven. And then the artwork on the front of the book is like the saddest fucking, like, looks like Coots, honestly, like breed of cat. Just like,
What Coots is what?
the saddest fucking just like cat on the front of the book. And I can tell he did not read a single page of the book in the week that he had it. But the fact that like of all the fucking books, this was the fucking book that he grabbed off, I thought was just fucking insane.
So wait, it's just a sad cat.
It's just a sad. It's a book about a cat that dies. It's the
Oh.
cat that went to heaven. I was like, bro, come on, gamer. We got Fortnite books. We've got I Spy books. You can go get like a fucking
Where's
like
Wally, man? Was there Where's Waldo even? I love Where's Waldo.
probably Where's Waldo-esque stuff.
I sent an image of a book called The Cat Who Went to Heaven. I don't know if this is the right one.
It's no, the one he had is way sadder. Let me
Hey,
fucking-
that one looks like a real book. Like that looks like looks like a book like your like a 40-year-old mom would read and be like, it was so deep. I could
I
not
found
believe.
it. It is that same book, but it's not that.
Oh, the kids version.
It's the same author, so it's just a different cover. This was the one if we want to slap it on screen.
Yeah, 1 second. What the fuck is that? That's the ugliest ass looking fucking cat I've ever seen.
Exactly.
Looks like a fucking alpaca. Alpaca needs nuts in your mouth. Though. Let's be real.
Yeah. So he just has this book on his desk all fucking week.
It looks like it looks like its head's been like twisted around like 3 or 4 times.
I'm gonna try to unscrew that cat's head.
What's up with this little fucking tail? It's not going. Is it supposed to be going down the back? No. 1 sec. I like to think this is the book about the first cat that ever went to heaven. It's the cat who went to heaven. Cats normally don't go to heaven. This is the one that did.
That's so true, actually. The cat who went to heaven does imply that it's not a normal occurrence for cats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
imagine
we know
like
all dogs go to heaven. This is the one exception of cats that got into heaven.
yeah. That's why
Holy
dogs
fuck.
go. That's why cats don't go.
If there was like a separate like dog heaven and a cat got in, that cat is in hell.
That is the cat hell.
Yeah, the cat hell is the
Dog
god of dog
heaven.
Could you imagine?
Oh my god, this book was fucking published in 1930.
Still
What?
relevant. To
1
this very
sec.
day.
Could you
Cats-
give us a
cats-
synopsis?
Cats have not started dying yet.
Yeah, let me go to The story. A poor Japanese artist sends his housekeeper out with a few small coins to buy food. Instead, she brings him a cat from the village, stating that the house is lonely. The painter is very unhappy with this choice and he is hungry. He remarks that he cannot even remember what rice cakes taste like and states that the cats are devils. However, he is somewhat consoled when he notices that the cat's white coat actually has 3 colors, which is considered lucky. The unusually good-behaviored cat causes the painter to feel more affectionate, as he names the cat Good Fortune. At breakfast, the painter notices the cat appears to pay homage to an image of the Buddha, and he reflects on his own lack of prayer because of the hard times he's lived through. Soon after, he notices the angry cat catch and then gently the hungry cat catch and then release a small bird. The cat behaves very well, even removing itself from the room when it cannot be useful and following proper social behaviors. So it's basically like every fucking Hallmark movie where like the dad is like, I'm not getting a dog, and then they get the dog, and then the dad falls in love with the dog. It's basically
just
that,
like-
but a
that's just
Japanese
IRL,
artist in
really.
1930,
So
and
when
he's
did,
also starving to death.
when does it die?
I don't fucking know, dude.
This book's bullshit. Also written in 1930, and it's based in Japan or a Japanese guy. Is this like the
Based in like feudal Japan.
yeah? Is this like the first ever anime in manga even?
It's not. It's not a manga.
1930, the
unless-
cat who went to
unless you-
heaven.
Read it backwards. It's not a manga.
But you don't know what way it was open. See what way did it open?
Well,
Ugh.
I cannot fucking tell you.
I can't get over how shit that. I don't care if it was 1930. If anyone thinks that cat was lucky, then they're lacking. There's something wrong with them.
That cat's lucky to be alive. He's like, holy fuck, how are you not dead?
Yeah, it's like the 4th time his head's been restitched back on by the look of him. Like,
This
Jesus
is actually
Christ.
the origin of people thinking that cats have 9 lives.
It's also literally just the clip of the British guy. He's like, ma'am, these weird fucking cats at the door.
Yeah.
What is it? Lanny goes, what
This
is
is
that?
the cat.
What is
There's
that
a weird
picture?
fucking cat outside.
What was this picture? Was Lanigan just sent this random picture of the cat going to heaven?
Yeah. I was laughing quite heavily at that while you were talking about who gives a shit.
Yeah, it was just there with it. I thought that was funny. Yeah, so yeah, all cats go to heaven.
And then I realized I've put these fucking out of Jesus. I put these out of order.
You just read LSF
Sorry,
chat?
I have a tweet that I'm gonna send you guys after the podcast is over because we're definitely not talking about it on the podcast. But in the
See,
social studies class, there's this kid. He's just being kind of fucking weird. And just like because the project that they're doing is they have to like create their own civilization and society, right? And so yeah. For starters, his background is of course the glorious God King of North Korea, Kim Jong Il, or Kim Jong Un. Who the fuck is?
Which one? There's well, like
Yeah, which Kim Jong is in charge right now?
well, it depends which Lori likes the most. I don't know. Well, Un's in charge now. I'm fairly sure Il is dead.
Il is
Yeah, so
dead
he's
with
got
it.
Kim Jong Un as
He's
his
dead with
fucking
it, and then he died.
yeah.
Then he went to heaven with the
Kim
cat.
as his desktop on his
Oh no!
because like all the kids at our school, everyone has like a MacBook that they get to carry on with him. His background is just him in front of the North Korean flag. I was like, all right, this is off-putting. And then as we were talking about the
That's actually like that's like me walking around with like a swastika and Adolf. Like
no. And so like that's already off-putting. And then we were talking about the different types of government, and we were talking about like absolute monarchies. And then he was like, "This sounds a lot like." Of course, he's the one who chimes up. This sounds a lot like a dictatorship. I was like, "Bro, shut the fuck up! Stop talking and being weird." And
I mean, that was actually based though.
not-
Because a monarchy is just a fucking dictatorship.
So there's difference between like the constitutional monarchies and absolute monarchies and yada yada yada.
the Queen's dead. No one cares anymore.
So true. Monarchy over.
Monarchy over. Get out of the house, bitch. Get the fuck
Give
out.
the taxpayer back their money.
But then, as we were talking about all the different types of things for the project, he was like, "So can we choose to do a fascist government?" I was like, "Bro, please stop."
Yeah, to be fair though.
No.
I'm not saying fascist governments are good, but it could be a good learning experience for him to see how bad they are.
Yeah, next he's gonna set up. Let's make up a fake name for this child.
Adolf.
No.
let's call him Texas.
Sure.
Just because I did that not a name, and I have a Texas Hold'em sitting next to me.
Could you imagine if Z just like very quietly was just like change the name.
We can change that name.
Okay, his name is Texas Hold'em.
Sure.
But imagine just like, okay, we're gonna have a program. It's gonna be called Texas Youth. It's gonna be then all of a sudden like he just basically makes the entire thing like what does he want? Like, why would he want to do that? I don't understand. Like, did he look back? Did he look back and go, "Hey, this other guy kind of got a point. He kind of spitting." You know what I mean?
Right.
But I mean, he did build some good road systems.
Oh, fuck off. To be fair, I probably said something like that when I was like 13. Whenever we learned about the autobahn, and I was like, "Hey, yo, kind of poggers though."
Yeah, pretty crazy what you can do with a fast.
Yeah, then you're like, yeah, but they were all kind of slaves. You're like, yeah, but the road.
Yeah, see them pyramids? Cool, are they?
Yeah, well, no one built those. They were sent by aliens.
Oh, that's also true.
Yeah, so stop that shit.
Yeah, they were built. Yeah,
don't give those slave workers the respect.
Those lazy Jewish slaves.
Yeah, don't give them the respect that is there for building the pyramids. It was aliens. You dumb
Jewish people have been taking credit for that aliens work for fucking centuries, dude.
Anyways, sorry. Continue your story.
I mean, that was it. He just is weird. He's the city planner in his group, so it'll be interesting.
And he's like, guys, we need more Lebensraum. There's no Lebensraum here.
Guys, we need like a bottom level labor force. Have we considered immigration?
And then it's like speaks in the class next door. It's like, there's this little gap that's cutting off part of our country from your country. Can we just take you over? Is that cool?
Could you imagine? Starts a fake civilization world war.
Yeah, it's like, guys, have you ever heard of the concept of an Anschluss?
Move on, please.